Okay. I feel like we have fixed our internet issues here, and we're back at it. I'm not completely sure. Hey, Google.
Bitchin' moan, fluoride max and gel king, hard goonin'. Late brain rot, can't stop racist chat filled with hate gaming. Weaves harambe,
Yeah, I see you're saying that, but I couldn't see the chat before. Tidix, he's saying it was working, you bozo. It wasn't. My internet was not working. Okay, but now it is. Let's go. Part 2. Third time's a charm, hopefully. Stop scrolling, you're home. You never read chat anyways, it's true. You're never gonna read it. Alright. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show, guys. Calling show. We got Yuki the rat here saying hi. No? You don't want to give her to me?
Look at her. She's so cute.
She is being very cute. She wants to come say hi.
No, she's sleepy.
She's
Daddy, she will decide.
She's not sleepy. Come here, baby. Come here, baby.
No,
Oh, she's hugging you. That's very cute.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got in the chat? Kathos is here. Gooning never changes. Gooning never changes. That's right. We've got some fallout on the Goonatron. War never changes. This cosplayer is Miss Bree Solo, who was actually recommended by AI Girlfriend. You follow her account, right? Mm-hmm. Miss Bree Solo in a vaulty uniform here. We've been talking about the Fallout series this week. And yeah, for those of you saying, I was an episode behind you, but for those of you saying Season 2, Episode 5 starts to kind of make things make sense and suck less, I agree. I watched Episode 5, and it was a decent episode, and I will continue watching this season. There's still some stuff that bothers me about the show as a whole, but I'm willing to see where the writers are going to take it. Anthony says, hey, James, God, them 2 weeks felt like forever. Glad to see you back again. What's up, Anthony? Yeah, I was gone about 3 weeks, all said. Int Vision says, may I inquire the name of the actress on the Goonatron for research purposes? Absolutely. That's Miss Bree Solo. I'll drop the @ right here, Miss Bree Solo. She has a lot of cosplay stuff and has a pretty cool account, actually. Put some effort into it. Teresa, I had a very nice time out. That's good. All right, we're so back, says Biggie. That's right, we are. Be back in 5. All right, gonna go bash one out. Chira says, much changed in Canada since you were last there? I was there last year, so no. But since I was a kid, yes. The demographics you see have changed, but you know, it is what it is. Gerald says, James, your internet edged us real hard just now. I know. Prices have sure changed. Man, grocery shopping's crazy expensive, eh? Remember that, Queen Anya? We were shopping and cooking during our visit to Canada, and yeah, just the price of a pack of chicken breasts, crazy. That's hiking up, I feel like, year by year in a bad way. Mdek, yeah, I'm still wondering what's wrong with Samsung, says Voltage. Okay, you guys were discussing appliances in the chat earlier. Teresa says, I went to this Italian place near my mom's house with some friends, and we had a blast. Nice. Were you guys eating? At a late night dinner? Catho says, there's more tents, that's for sure, LMFAO. Yeah, you're not wrong. In terms of Vancouver, the homeless have just spread everywhere throughout the city. It used to be that they were just in one area, the downtown east side. Now you catch them everywhere, all over the place, unfortunately. Ivy says, James probably went to Canadian Costco and gave up on returning. Enough of this shit. I wish I had a Costco card. You think too highly of me. They wouldn't let me in. Something Sky says, should I no-show my job tomorrow? I hate going. It's from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's got to be illegal. What do you do? Something Sky, that you're doing 12-hour shifts like that. I used to do that. In China, we had a thing called 996, Durka type shit, says Invision. There's more of that for sure. Although it's less Durka and it's more, let me see here. Where's the song? I had it here just now. Hold on, let me find it. Unk is losing his, losing touch with his soundboard. It's been too long. What's some Indian stuff cute? Ah, there we go. More of this. More of this than Durka Durka.
Christmas, I gave you my heart, but
Yeah, in my neck of the woods anyway. Yeah, your phone linging. Yeah, true. Anyways, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Yeah, more of that. More of the push up the elephants, twist in the light bulbs, kick away the demons. Did you try any Indian street food while you're in Canada? No. We had some decent sushi, though. Teresa says, more like my friends were getting blackout drunk while I sat there waiting for them to finish. Do not redeem. I have that clipped here somewhere, too. Your friends are getting blackout drunk. You don't drink, Teresa? Or were you just, like, drinking moderately?
goon around and find out.
Teresa is living her best life. I hate being around drunk people when I'm not drunk. It's the worst.
Do you suffer from a lack of a father figure?
I do.
Do you have clinical depression? Have you ever accidentally broken your mom's favorite coffee cup, and when she found out you did it, she tied you to a bed and spanked you with a metal spatula? If you said yes to any of these things, I don't care. And to keep it a bean, no one cares.
I see. Wonder where I found that clip. I don't remember.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
Where did I put do not redeem? We'll get to it eventually. I'm still organizing the new soundboard. Oh, this is a banger. I actually like this tune. I was talking about this earlier, but we had enough Indian kids where I went to school that that song would play anytime there's a school dance and everyone would throw down. Two Wheel Daily says, I went to Vancouver once back in 08. East Hastings was insane. Yeah, I lived in East Vancouver for a while as well. Yeah, it's gotten a lot worse. Do you not have these soundboards titled? I've gone through several different soundboards. Some of them are pretty pricey, and I'm trying not to spend that money. I've settled on a board called S'mored Board. S'mored, let me spell it out here in case you guys are interested in messing around with soundboards. I would recommend this, but the thing is, it's like, it's not very well organized, I guess, the free version. So you just kind of have a window with just a lot of clips lying around. And you have to, there's no icons. I think once you do the paid version, you can set up icons in a color scheme, and it's faster to find stuff. So it's hunt and peck, basically. There are little titles underneath the clips, but you're hunting through. I've got about, I don't know, I probably have about 60 clips here, so I have to kind of hunt through them to find. And before, when I was using this soundboard more frequently, I had my favorites kind of in one section. Now I have to go back into the app and reorganize them. That's all. Thanks for listening. That's the end of my rant, my boomer rant on my soundboard. Eddie says, sign's crooked though. You should know above Discord sign. That sign keeps falling down. We're going to have to work on that with some tape after this live stream. It says now taking calls. We are now taking calls. We have King Minus in the call-in queue who's patiently been waiting, and I'm going to drag him back in. We're going to interview him. Can you hear me? We're still here.
Yes, I'm still here. You hear me?
Yes, thank you for your patience. I apologize to you and everyone else for the delay. Liam says, you look creepy as fuck. That's true. Separate says, James, I love the new stuff. You remind me of Max Headroom, LOL. Okay, thank you. For those of you not familiar, here's an MTV, basically an early AI representation, an android who used to read news stories on MTV back in the 80s. I think he lasted until the 90s as well. So he's basically calling me a soulless automaton, which I do resemble. Teresa says, I most probably will be calling in again tonight. You go ahead. Reese says, any thoughts on Canada's immigration situation? Well, I don't know. I'm not living back there now, so I'm not really qualified to speak on it. But in the parts of British Columbia I was traveling through and visiting my parents in, I couldn't see it as much. But I know what you're talking about. The self-proclaimed Wiseman says, keep going, James. You know your content's gold. Is it? But thank you. And your numbers, it's just brain rot, but I have a good time. And your numbers before you took a break, prove it and let you know it's just an algorithm problem. Only reason I mention this is because I've been, and we're waiting for part 2 of that comment. Oh, boobs, cool, says Ignonito. Incognito, sorry. The caps in your name threw me off. So this is Miss Bree Solo, and we were talking about Fallout earlier, and of course she's doing cosplay here for a Vaulty, and she's dropping it on the ocean as well. If you guys are watching or enjoying or not enjoying the Fallout series, feel free to weigh in with your comments. By the way, if you're new here, this is a call-in show. We're here late at night on YouTube Live, Vertical Lives, the absolute cesspit of the internet. And here's how you call in. Call in, I'll interview you. And I've got King Minus on the call with me right now. I'll get to him in just a second. Call in, I'll interview you. Discord, add me, James Midlife Crisis, just like the YouTube channel, and we'll chat. Why do you do this, says Kieran. It's a fair question. I enjoy talking to people. So this is kind of like a radio show where we take calls about a variety of topics. Earlier, we had a poll question. We were asking, what do you guys think is the biggest waste of time out of these four? We had gaming, gooning, watching TV, and partying. And the biggest waste of time you guys decided was gooning, which I don't appreciate, actually.
Goon around and find out.
And more importantly,
If you're not gooning with us, you're gooning against us.
so now that I'm aware a lot of you guys are in fact gooning against us, biggest waste of time is watching live streams. So gooning, says Interesting Vision. Because while you're watching live streams, you're beating your schmeat. Relatable. Partying, I would say miss that poll. Okay. Ivy, you do any partying these days, or are you sober? Eddie says, gooning, if you don't goon, you'll get prostate cancer. See, this guy gets it. Well, yeah, you got to goon to some extent, don't you? We get into this argument sometime. We've had some staunch Christian evangelists come in here and tell us that gooning is very, very bad for your mental health. I get what they're saying, because I think that they usually equate it to binge watching pornography, right? And kind of ruining yourself, rotting your brain that way. Peeling the banana type shit, says Interesting Vision. Hey, King Minus, we got a caller on the line with us, KM. KM, where do you stand on the topic of gooning? Do you think net positive, net negative for you, and what are your habits like?
Oh man, I got really big into like cultivating testosterone, so like not gooning for a year. I did notice that like my lifts in the gym went up. But I think that like for like big picture like society, I think gooning is good because it makes like otherwise like maybe some guys who would like take their anger out on like through violence by their inability to get in, like being more violent, but because there's like material to use for gooning, there's actually less violence than like in the past. Also, by the way, I just became a channel member. Your content for members only stuff is really fire, by the way, just so if anyone's curious about that.
Really?
I was watching some of that, so
Okay.
good stuff, man.
What did you like to watch? I'm curious. I should make more of it, I guess.
Yeah, man, the video game stuff that you were doing, I was just watching that. It was really funny. I was laughing my ass off, and I was kind of agreeing with kind of like I think like part of like some of your like your humor was kind of like nothing's new under the sun, and I agree. Like with all this new technology, I think that like especially like movies too, it's like developers rely on like graphics to make the game. And it's like, well, you should still make a fun game and also try some new stuff too. I feel like a lot of developers aren't trying new things, which is kind of a bummer. But
Okay.
But no,
well,
I thought your content was fire, dude. So I really was laughing.
Well, thank you. That's very, very kind of you to say. Yeah, I was putting out some gaming news and thoughts on gaming on this channel before, but for those of you who do have YouTube channels, you probably already know this. Oh, what's up, KB? I'm going to catch up with the chat in just a second, but you have to be very niche these days with YouTube, or else the algorithm kind of punishes you for that, or for want of a better word, the algorithm doesn't know where to send you, who to send you to. So this channel now is just this. I'm just going to focus on just this thing, the call-in show for gamers and gooners alike, and we'll see where it goes from here, and hopefully get out of the doghouse with YouTube and start growing a little bit and bringing some more people to the air. By the way, if you guys like what you're looking at all, please double tap the stream and bring some more flies to the spider web that is this live stream. We're a call-in show. You can add me on Discord, James Midlife Crisis, if you'd like to call in. I see I got a new friend request. Very nice. Very happy to be friends with you guys. Godya Zop. I struggle with your username sometimes, but I'll try my best. But yeah, feel free to friend me on there and hit me up with a voice call when the lines are open, and we'll chat with you. I'll glaze you, I'll interview you, and get to know you guys. Talking a little bit about the topic of gooning tonight is the current poll question, but we'll get into some gaming and movie news and thoughts on television series such as Fallout as well. Describe your gooning habit. Yeah, I'm just curious about this, where you guys stand on the topic. So far, 38% of you guys say under control, 53% of you says out of control, and 11% of you say no fap. Now, the caller, King Minus, you just said that you were testosterone maxing for a year by going no fap for a full year. I want to unpack that because I thought that was a bit of a myth that not busting nuts is going to actually increase your testosterone. I thought that had been debunked in the sporting world anyway. What's up, Benji? I just saw your friend request. I'm grabbing you. Let me head back to the chat for a second. Formulate your thoughts on that, please. Organize your thoughts on that for a sec. King Minus, and we're going to get back to this. Let me scroll up in the chat and see what I mixed. Tidix says, gooning is negative, but jelking is positive and a great way to looks max. Jelking. If you're not jelking, you're leaving gains on the table. That's right. Shitface Qual says, caller is wrong. Testosterone cultivating peaks a week after no goon. Then it falls off dramatically. Got to goon at least once a week. Yeah, where do you guys stand on that as well? And if you're not gooning at all, if you're not like busting any nuts, are you just having like nocturnal emissions, or how are you dealing with that? Incognito says, so he grows testosterone in pots? I don't think that's what he meant. Draconian Darkwing says, Draconian War King, sorry. You should put this into context, LOL. Remember, pornography is a relatively recent invention. Prior to the printing press, you had guys drawing stuff, and that's about it. You know what? I've never thought of it that way. A recent invention. I'm cultivating the caller's mother, says Ivy. Okay. Eddie says, I used to goon 5 times a day. Guess I ran out of stamina. You probably just got older too, right? KB is back. What's up, KB? We haven't spoken for a long time. Hope you're well. Doing the Lord's work, working in a care home. Google account says, walking around with semen coming out of your tear ducts is no way to live. He thinks he's going to be overflowing with it. Ivy says, your AI girlfriend is packing her bags already. Are you leaving me? Are you abandoning me? She sounds a little suspect there. She said no, but it didn't come out smoothly. Voltage says, I usually only goon to female streamers, but you, James, and your Goonatron is the exception. Okay, all right, glad I could help you out. Titty Licker City Slicker, you got to milk the venom out of your snake at least 4 times a week. Okay, 4 times a week. Jennifer says, are you like the leader of the Gooners? No, I'm not. I'm just one of them. Tidix says, getting drunk in Germany is your best work. You should relapse for the views. I know the video he's talking about. Ray says, put it on Happy Town on the Goonatron. Happy Town. All right, I am taking Goonatron requests if you have any. If you're just joining us, this is Miss Bree Solo on the Goonatron. She's a cosplayer who I quite like. AI Girlfriend in the background is also a cosplayer who recommended this channel to me. And of course, she's doing some Fallout cosplay here. And how are you guys enjoying or not enjoying the Fallout series? You can weigh in on that in the chat. I know that hardcore Fallout fans are a little bit mad at the lore butchering going on. Total Tech says, child 12 to 14, dress shirt and tie. All right, out of context, that's a disturbing comment. Wes says 5 times a day is a lot of work, maybe once a day in terms of gooning. Great Out Gathering says, spider caught another fly. I think we did. Nap Time Dad says, you have 16K subs, man. That's beyond solid. Great work. Yeah. No, it's cool. It's very cool. It's a start, right? Teresa Kelly says, I have it under control in terms of gooning, but my needs are in one specific topic. But when I see an elf, I can't help myself. She's jailing it to elves full time. That's right. Incognito says, this one time at band camp. Ivy says, is your AI girlfriend packing her bags, or what the F is happening there? So when she goes to work, she brings a suitcase for wardrobe changes. And when she comes home from work, she unpacks her suitcase and puts it away. And that's what's going on. She's not abandoning me just yet, surprisingly. John Q. Public says, Max Headroom, wear your cool glasses. Oh, yeah, where did I put my gas station goggles here? There they are. The Ray-Ban Wayfarer knockoffs. Are you going to come on the live stream? You can come say hi? What are you dressed as? You going to the gym? She's in a sports bra right now, just teasing. Ivy says, I saw elves at Minnesota Daycare Learning Center. Oh, yeah? Are you making money off of that, too? All right. Secret girlfriend, I do, too, says Solo Tita. Let's see your muscle, mommy. Yeah, you come be on the show. Torvik says, 10 times cooler now. You like the gas station glasses. Great Out Gathering. I'm auditioning for Season 3, but Season 2 is a big miss for being an extra. Whoa. Okay. You're climbing on my back? You want to be an extra for Fallout?
But you can't see my sport bra.
No, we can't see your sports bra. That's fine, sweetie. Okay. We don't need to whore out for views. It's fine. Charles Co says, are we seeking the hidden treasure of One-Eyed Willie? Yeah, that's what we were asking about. I don't know how hidden it is. Mine's about to not be. Jocelyn says, I work at a supplement store. Guess what my #1 section of supplements are always sold out? Testosterone. Wait a minute. Are you selling gear at your store? Like, what are we talking about here? What you're allowed to sell testosterone? You must be selling some stuff that doesn't really work, right? In terms of what you can sell over the counter. Jennifer says, I'm confused by the AI girl in the background. Which one? Are you going to the gym, or what's? You're dressed for gym, or is this just your homeware now? What do you think of Fallout, the show? We were talking about it earlier. Are you enjoying it?
The beginning of second season was very confusing. Like, you couldn't understand the tone of the movie, I think.
Is that Amanda Seyfried on my back? It is. I kidnapped her and brought her to China. All right, so speak on it.
Yeah.
Speak on it.
So, it was a little bit confusing first few episodes, and the last one kind of got into the... what?
He says she's got the biceps of a professional man beater.
Right? Thank you. Anyway,
Thank you.
The
Go
fifth
ahead.
episode, right? Yeah, the fifth episode was kind of interesting. The story became finally interesting and connected to the first season a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
okay. It's not better than the first one, but watchable.
That's Gorlock's problem. She thinks it's a movie. What, Fallout? I'd say, yeah, the fifth episode is finally starting to make sense of a few things, like why the ghoul was even traveling with Lucy up to this point. But I don't want to spoil anything for people not caught up. I find Lucy to be more or less insufferable on this show. James will be a household name one day, says Van. How do I say your username, bro? Well, that's kind of you to
I'm
say.
like a koala. on
I'm
your
sure
back.
I'll never be. Eddie says, how do blind people goon? Do they just imagine it? I think so. I think it's a lot of wank bank for them. Are you just going to hang out here, actually?
I'm like a koala on your back of this.
Okay, you can be. We got a caller on the line.
Someone asking why James is gay so much.
Why is James so gay?
Yes.
It's a good question. Is that Ivy asking that in Russian? I think it's because I'm Canadian. Cyberdoof says, I think shame towards masturbating leads to guys choosing porn over toys, which leads guys down a path to more shame. That's an interesting take. King Midas, are you still with us on the line there?
I am
Yes,
a koala.
sir.
He is. So can you talk about, you said you were abstaining from all forms of goonery for a full year. Was that tough? And what was the result? Would you recommend that?
I don't know if I'd recommend it. I'd heard like a lot of like stuff online about it, and I thought, give it a try. You know, why you can't really have an opinion on something unless you like research it or have done it.
Okay.
I would say like 3 months in, I just felt more motivated to do a lot of things. But I also think it's like placebo effect. Like I was more motivated because I thought I was more motivated, kind of thing. I'm not abstaining now. You know, I think everyone has needs they got to take care of. But if you're curious, give it a try. I will say that before the NoFap year, I never had a wet dream before, but during that year, I did have my first one like 7 months in. So that was pretty wild. But other than that, it was it was an interesting experience. I'm glad I did it, but I don't think I'd ever do it again. So
Okay. All right. Thanks for sharing. Now, your intention with that was to kind of testosterone max, as you put it, which we're knocking around this idea earlier. Is that a real thing that you can do from NoFap? And as far as I'm aware, yeah, I agree with the chat. You get a little bit of a boost in energy perhaps after a week, and after that, it's beyond the point of diminishing returns. But what the effort we talk about in here says great out gathering. Talking about your relationship with your meat pal. We want to hear about what are your thoughts on gooning, and if it's a net positive or negative for you, because the caller was saying that he didn't touch his piece for like a full year. So I'm just curious how that experiment went. So did you feel like you had more energy as a result, or was it more mental for you? I guess is the question. More physical or more mental? Mental in the sense that gooning had become a distraction for you, like it was actually eating up time, trying to find material to goon fuel, if you will, and then actually like setting out time to do it. By eliminating that, did you just feel like you're more productive, or did you just feel more physical benefits in terms of just more pep in your step?
I think I felt more pep in my step and more productive because like not gooning was in the back of my mind. I think it was more of a placebo effect. I wasn't like spending like 8 hours a day gooning before that or now. I just it's kind of like it's you can extract out of yourself whatever it is you think you can. So like if you think that hyperventilating for 5 minutes every day is gonna make you be a better runner, then you're gonna like do things in the background that'll naturally make you a better runner. So I think it was more of a placebo effect. But I tried it out for a year, and like I said, I'm glad I did it, but I don't necessarily recommend it to anyone.
Okay.
I just wanted to see what the hype was about. So
Okay. All right. And again, he's referring to no fap for a year. Yeah, that's a long time. What's your fapping like these days? It's just once in a while type of thing, a few times a week, or are you going full tilt?
Well, I don't know if people know this, but men have hormonal cycles too. So it depends on the week, maybe once a week or maybe once a day. It just depends on what I'm feeling. So
Okay, it's true. We don't talk much about this with men. I mean, with women, obviously, on the topic of periods, and there's kind of more discussion out in the open about this. You playing Ark, Inco? You guys talk amongst yourselves. Great out gathering. I'll catch up with the comments in the chat in just a second. I'm going to read them all. But yeah, that's actually, you raised a really good point. You don't care about my hormones. Men have period. Well, not exactly periods, but we have ups.
Yes, you do, dear.
We have highs and lows too. We have ups and downs too. It's true. All right, let me scroll up in the chat. Wink if you need help, James. I did. Where were you? Jennifer says, I've been more confused. I've never been more confused in my entire life. Help, says Jennifer. You wandered in here. Look, let's be honest. It's late at night. You can't sleep. You're on the toilet. You're doom scrolling. Good way to get pink eye, I've heard. And you found us. So this is what you deserve. This is the level of content you deserve. I'm sorry. And we're in your life forever now. Cyberdoof says, I think shame towards masturbating leads to guys choosing porn over toys. Yes, we caught up with that comment. That was interesting. Timu, Scarlett Johansson, and Robert Pattinson. This great out gathering. Nice. I nailed it. Referring to me and AI girlfriend. Yes. Rick Production says, they read off them poppy things. Charles Coe says it's a 7-hour movie with extra credits, talking about the Fallout series. Voltage says maybe blind people get off on sounds. I don't know. Any blind people in here? You're Canadian and I'm unsubscribing, says McBee. That's fair and reasonable. Invision says, what's AI girlfriend's opinion on skipping gooning long term? I don't know. I'd have to ask her. I don't think she has any strong opinion on that. Incognito says that is a lie. Get that fake koala out of here, says shit-faced koala. God Yasop is calling, and we'll catch up with you next, Pookie. We're currently on a call with someone. I see you. Invision says, hi, he ran out of tokens, so he had to turn her off. It's true. AI girlfriend runs on tokens. Told Texas, does Annie support the CCP? Of course. Incognito says, caller sounds weak. My goodness, that's cruel. Teresa says, I'll join the queue. Invision says, I had wet dreams with P. Diddy, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. His oil-stained T-shirt. Shitface Koala says, Bet caller looks like a clavicular. Looks like clavicular. That's the name of that. That's that kid who's all about looks maxing, isn't he? Hey, King Minus, who I'm talking to right now on the line. Did you ever get deep into looks maxing? Did you take it all the way to meth maxing?
No. It was just more something I wanted to really just do have more lifts in the gym, and
nice. Okay.
Also I was really going to church a lot at that time too, so it was kind of there was kind of layers to it. So
Gotcha. Okay. Where are you going? You going to the gym?
Got it.
Pilates. Live your best life, girl. AI girlfriend sending her to Pilates to download some abs. Kyle says, to beat the meat or not beat the meat, that is the question. Nikki Spangler says, I just shit my pants on a road trip. I'm an hour from the nearest town. That's the worst. Should have had diapers. Doug the dog. What did I join into? You know damn well. Google says, I need to change my no-fap vote now. Okay. Ricky says, magnesium deficiency causes tiredness. If you're beating off a lot, take magnesium. Okay. Total Tech says, does Anya shower in the public gym washrooms? She does not. So are you looking to install some cameras? Incognito says, it's okay, dog. Have a cookie. Great Out Gathering says, yeah, just don't watch corn. It's effing disgusting. Okay. Bad for mental health. What's your relationship with the old pornography there, King Minus? Do you need to watch that to beat your schmeat?
It's not great. It's something I'm trying to do less of. It goes against my faith, but I've taken a whole 360. I was a frat boy partying, like hooking up a bunch, like in my 20s, and now I don't drink, I don't smoke, I just quit smoking cigarettes, I don't do weed.
Right.
So this is kind of like the last of my vices I'm trying to clean up on.
Yeah.
To just be a better person for my family and my friends and my community, just be a better person. So.
Great Out Gathering, who I'll now refer to as GOG for short, says porn equals goy slop. Yeah. I do get the feeling sometimes that porn has become a giant psyop. I don't know. I'm against it too. It's not good for me. Although, I wouldn't want to like criminalize porn. You know what I mean? It's like you have free will. We have free will. We don't want to impose our will on someone else. If you have a healthy relationship with it, go nuts. But it's something I try to keep out of my life as well. Goon unit, says Xander. Tell caller to get off that beta shit and start pinning trend for that gains maxing. You ever thought about hopping on? And I'm not advocating this. I'm just curious. But getting on Trenbolone or Anavar or something like that. If you guys aren't familiar, we're talking about gear, talking about the roids. Since caller was talking about improving lifts and stuff like that, or was part of going no fap just looking for natural alternatives to increasing your performance in the gym?
Do you want the short version or the long version?
Maybe give us the cliff notes first, and then we'll deep dive if it's interesting.
Okay, so when I was 16, I used to work out with a bodybuilder, and his philosophy was all natural everything. So I've never been interested in roids or anything like that. If that's something you do, a big part of my lifestyle is I don't judge others lest I be judged. But I know for a fact it's bad for you, so I don't think you should do it. But if you do, I mean, everyone's got their demons they got to battle. So hey, whatever. So.
This bodybuilder, was he a hairy older gentleman?
No, he was a couple years older than me. He's actually a cardiologist now.
He's also a
really nice guy, and I was like, I mean, I'm still really geeky and stuff, but like getting in good shape and like having like the football players go work out with you after going for a year and a half and getting some street cred after being like picked on in middle school a lot, like that was a big glow up, and it felt good to one of the Greeks said it, I think it was Socrates or Plato, they said, "It is a shame for an old man to reach his older years without realizing the beauty which his body can achieve." So even the Greeks were into like working out a lot, and exercise actually it improves oxygen transfer to your brain. So usually people who work out actually tend to have a higher IQ than compared to like someone who doesn't. So there's no like the whole meathead myth, at least nowadays, isn't really legit. You can be a geek and be jacked too. So actually it's better to do that. So.
Okay. Jocelyn's Galaxy says, yeah, because gooning a lot drains your serotonin. Okay. GOG says weed equals goy nip. I've heard of goy slop. I haven't heard of goy nip. I'll have to remember that one. Weed is goy nip. Weed, yeah. Something that demotivates too many people. That's true. I'm not against that either. It depends on your relationship with it. I don't smoke anymore. I did quite a lot when I was younger. And I would say overall it demotivated me. Although I realize that some people have anxiety issues and it helps a lot. So you can't paint everyone with the same brush, I guess. Ollie says, yo guys, I got a question. My friend gave me a heads up that someone's going to prank call me. What should I do when the person prank calls me? Well, you should just hold your phone up to your
I'm jaking it. I'm jaking
YouTube
it.
there.
Oh,
give him a bit of that.
so good.
Give him a bit of that action.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
For that. All right, caught up with that. Wesley says, abstaining makes you horny and removes a dopamine addiction. Of course, you do more activities because you're bored. It's not about the testosterone. Okay. Incognito says, I'm extracting right now. So he's either playing Arc Raiders, Helldivers, or he means extracting jizz. I don't know which one. It could go either way in this chat. Shitface says, I hammer my jawbone for better structure. He's looks maxing. He's got one of those little pin hammers. He's just working the jawbone. All right, we're mewing. We're mewing in all sorts of ways in here, and jelking too. Because I want to get back at these losers, says Ollie. Okay, well, we hope we can help. Best interviewer on YouTube, says Matt. Well, thank you. Gog says, you playing Arc, Inco? Okay, yeah, now that comment makes sense. Okay, if you're playing Arc Raiders. Incognito, Plato was the bodybuilder, dork. Okay, Plato was the bodybuilder. Casey Lane, it was Aristotle, not Plato or Socrates, LOL. Plato was the bodybuilder. You guys arguing about that? I'm sure we could Google it. I'm Greek. Socrates never said that shit. Says incognito. Shit. I'm Greek and I was there. And he was a pussy. He never said that shit. Casey chiming in on that as well. GOG says reverse psychology is the best for prank calls. Okay, good general advice there. Shitface Koala, I was asking for your favorites. It's cool. Tita says, they say that Mad Hatter. How about them pills? Don't feel like weed demotivates me, but alcohol and weed, though, that demotivates me, says Voltage. Okay, teach their own. Chasey, tell them their phone is dying and give the number of this line and let's hear their best. Yeah, tell them to call us. Draconian War King, Immense Power. Hattrick says, forget the Epstein files, release the System Shock patch, laggy AF on Switch 1. Switch enjoyers, okay. Dude's gooning and watching James. Nothing wrong with that, QQ. I'm jocking it right now. He's jaking it. Reese says, best live I've found in a while. Great mix of comedy and honest wisdom, new sub. Well, thank you, Pookie. Glad to have you here. You call in anytime if you want. Arthur says, nice thing in your hand. Right, yeah. I got the... sometimes people ask if these are prayer beads. They're tiger's eye beads from Russia. I just use them to kind of stim... to stay focused while I'm doing these conversations, because I'm kind of all over the place multitasking, trying to read the chat, trying to talk to callers, trying to remember who I am. Solo says, why is it hard to stop drinking when you have family that died of issues due to alcoholism? Yeah. Well, I mean, if you can see life objectively, you wouldn't, right? But it's hard sometimes. Drinking feels pretty damn good. That's coming from someone who's been sober now for a while. Arthur, Free Palestine, all right. Tidix says, James, you should bone smash to fix your recessed maxilla. Which part of me is that, buddy? Point to it on the doll. Incognito says, tits their own indeed. Shitface says, release Half-Life 3 while you're at it. Yeah, where's Elder Scrolls 6? Solo says, when I say you mean one or in general, thanks, James, you're doing great. Okay, thank you. Grim says, let's go Israel. Uh-oh, chat's getting hyphy. Circman says, at Solo, alcoholism along with other addictions can often have genetic factors. Casey says, James is the reason I'm gooning. I don't know what this clip in the back is. That's Miss Bree Solo doing some Fallout cosplay. Give her channel some love at Miss Brisolo. James is the reason I'm gooning right now. Incognito says, chocolate starfish stimulants. I think of Limp Bizkit when you say that. Name of their album, Chocolate Starfish, and the hot dog flavored water was a big hit when I was a kid. GOG says, you need a I have lotion on my dick stroking my shit sample. That's a good point. I need to look that up. We need that on the soundboard. E-Gaming says, James, I ate so much pasta last night, I'm shitting red. What kind of pasta was that, buddy? Mick Minimum, F Israel and Palestine. I like that. They can both catch these hands. Stank says, I scroll here every few weeks, and I stay here for a little while. Feel so genuine. You're very straightforward. Well, thanks. We're just here shooting the shit. Eddie says, bust 31 nuts in one day. Got to be a world record. Did you really do that? What hair products do you use, says Jennifer. Nothing. I just, shampooed and got out of the shower today. Incognito says, you should Google what chocolate starfish refers to. I think we know. Carbonara sauce. Yeah, what caused the red Duke from eating too much pasta? I'm curious. Come to Greenland, buddy, says Mad Max. Okay, Unc, says Mick B. Greenland. Yeah, we had a Danish caller the other night who says Denmark's ready to go to war over Greenland with Trump. I wonder how long that war would last. Hopefully that never happens. Schizo says, you want to see my chocolate starfish? I'd love to. E-Gaming says, it was pasta with red sauce. I smoked weed and ate a pound of pasta with a pound and a half of sauce. Wait a minute. You had a pound and a half of sauce to go with a pound of pasta? Are you doing that right? Do you guys eat more sauce than pasta when you eat pasta? Shouldn't it be more pasta than sauce? Did you break the game? Is it better that way? Is that like a deep dish pizza? I have so many questions. Inco says internal bleeding probably. Rick Productions, Trump's a gooner too, by the way. No doubt. Slick McDick, how to get rid of large festering hemorrhoids. Festering. The festering is up to you. Hemorrhoids happen, but the festering part's avoidable, surely. Love the Goonadron, says Grimcore. Thank you. Again, Miss Bree Solo on the Tron. What the F? LMFAO, says Jennifer. Canadians, LOL, says Tita. Pasta or no? Pasta. Pasta? Pasta? It's pasta, not pasta? What do you mean? What do you think I'm saying? Say pasta one more time. What do you say? What did I say? I'm in my own head. Hey, King Minus, say pasta. How do you say it?
I I say pasta. I mean, I grew up in New York.
Pasta?
I think, tomato, tomato, whatever.
Pasta. You say it like a ah sound? It's fancy. I'm not Italian. Italian. Pasta. Pasta. I think they're both.
I mean, it's your show,
Pretty-
James. You should say however you want, bro.
Spaghetti. Do you say spaghetti? How do you say spaghetti?
I say spaghetti.
Spaghetti. That sounds like a spag. Okay, we say that the same
But
way.
linguine is where it's
Pasta.
at, bro. That's my favorite Italian
Linguine.
noodle.
Okay, we say that the same thing. James is half Okie. I do like an Okie accent. Yeah. Gunatron. How do you say Gunatron? I'm questioning all my pronunciations now. How do you say Winnie's? They don't eat pasta in China, so now I'm saying pasta. You guys are training me. I don't like this. I'm going to push back. Pasta.
Chinese invented noodles, so they're like the experts.
It's true. They claim to have invented all the Italian. They call spaghetti Italian noodles, by the way, in China, and they claim that they invented that due to the travels of one Marco Polo. James hasn't had pasta since he was eating Chef Boyardee in his mama's basement, getting beat for eating too many cans of it to survive. I do like Chef Boyardee. I like SpaghettiOs too. If we're just going to talk about shit I can't eat anymore because it's full of sugar, but when you're a kid, you can get away with it. Can you say prrr and point up with your hand? Prrr. What does that mean? What did I just do? Noel says, what is the concept of the Gunatron? Gunatron's here for reference, research, and worship, actually. It's pasta, says, don't be dumb. Okay, learn something new. Tidic says, James can't even say sorry correctly. Sorry. Yeah, the Americans are training me on my pronunciation of sorry. Sorry. Anthony says, I love the Chef Boyardee beefaroni. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it's basically dog food, but it's tasty, isn't it? What's your favorite guilty pleasure food, King Minus? How old are you, by the way? I probably asked you this last night, but refresh my memory.
I'm 31.
Okay.
Man, my guilty pleasure is Taco Bell, man. That's what keeps
Ooh.
me not skinny.
Good pick, actually, Taco Bell. Again, because I'm from Kanakistan, I didn't grow up with any Taco Bell, but I've had it in the States. It's pretty good junk food, I gotta say. My go-to junk food, if I could just eat anything and not like shit myself or get fatter, would be, I'm gonna say, food court Chinese food. You know, that kind of, what's it called? Orange chicken, Panda Express type food. What do you guys think? What would be your, if you could eat it all the time and not have any repercussions, what would be your go-to junk food? Hot Pockets would be up there too, actually. Anthony says, may make your shit on toilet for an hour or two, but Taco Bell's so good, right? Korean barbecue? Korean barbecue, I wouldn't classify that as junk food. That's pretty good. Korean barbecue? You can do that real. That's just like lean cut. You can do lean cuts of meat. You wrap it up in the lettuce. Get some raw garlic in there. Some peppers. Right? Chipotle, obviously, says Adam. Chipotle. Doner kebab sushi. Oh, I do like some I don't even classify that as junk food either. Okay, you're probably healthier than me then. McNuggets. McNuggies is a good shout. What kind of sauce? What kind of sauce, Jennifer? If Taco Bell tears your stomach up, you're a pussy, says Nolan. Nolan, since that's the level that you're on, he's like, get on my level. What's your go-to junk food if you just eat it indefinitely and not suffer any consequences? I wonder what he's going to say. Nolan can probably put down some 7-Eleven or like gas station unbranded hot dogs, I feel like. Torvik says KFC is still top-tier junk food. KFC, that chicken skin. Yeah, Jennifer says sweet and sour all day, every day. Do they still do a honey mustard? Is that a thing? Whataburger is great. I've never tried Whataburger. My friends are racist. Whataburger's only in where? California? Is that the one that people queue up for, like in San Diego?
Like Texas and Arizona. I lived there for a while. They have it down
They
there.
have Whataburger? Okay, I'm thinking of something else. Draconian Working. My favorite bit in Cyberpunk food was how worms counted as real meat alternative to vat-grown packets. Yeah, Bill Gates had his way with Night City. Tidix says, James, did you hear the CEO of Chef Boyardee said the chicken was all 3D printed and would even feed it to his dog? What? That can't be true. Whataburger's in Texas. What am I thinking of? What's the one in California? California knows how to party, says Magnum. Think of something else. In-N-Out, maybe? Is In-N-Out the California one I was thinking of? That was the CEO of Campbell's, Tidix. Is that a real quote? I work construction. The gas station tamales are the shit, says Nolan. Ah, okay. You got a tough stomach, I think. Teresa says, I'm being so serious, I might fall asleep to this. I'm so relaxed right now. Okay, do you have a few drinks tonight? Senior says they have In-N-Out in other Southwest states. California has In-N-Out. Thinking of something that's California specific, but I can't remember the chain. Gog says, I flew into Dallas for my cousin's birthday, and these drunk chicks asked us to go to their room. We declined. I finally felt like a hot chick. Wow, okay. You were the one doing the declining. Why did you decline, by the way? Didn't want cooties? Salty says, KFC in my area is garbage. Those brothers don't know how to cook. What do you guys think about Popeyes? It's In-N-Out, James. It is In-N-Out? All right, thanks, Mad Hatter. Fuck roads and libtards, says Matt. Roads. Fuck roads. Fly or get out. Salty says, KFC in my area is garbage. Those brothers don't know how to cook it. All right, caught up with that. Anthony says, you heard of the restaurant in Las Vegas called the Heart Attack Grill? No, I've never been to Vegas. Tell us about it. Teresa says, no, I haven't had any drinks. My blanket is just really comfy. You got me yelling at you in bed. Okay, Biggie J-Man says, good Neutron change, please. Let's get some tasteful one-piece swimsuits on there. One-piece swimsuits. That's very specific. Okay, we can do that. All right. All right. What were we talking about? And we're all over the place, King Minus. All right. It's been nice chatting with you. Thank you for being so upfront with your habits of goonery and how that affected your life. Are you still going to the gym, by the way? Still working on that? Bodybuilding?
Not as much as I would like, just because like my aircraft mechanic school is like 4 p.m. to 11, and then I'm also like taking care of my grandma right now. I'm doing a little cooking, which I enjoy. I love to cook, but I got to get back into it. I'm probably gonna go tomorrow. I was also had the flu recently. That sucked, but I'll probably get back into it tomorrow. And by the way, James, if next time I hop on, feel free to ask me about like history, like evolution, like science and stuff. Like I'm really like geeked out about that, so I'll talk about that if you're ever curious. So
please,
thanks for having me on, man.
Please bully me next time in case I do forget. But those are interesting topics for sure. Yeah, I'd like to hear more. All right. Well, yeah. Have a great night. Thanks for chatting. You call back anytime. You've been a pleasure. All right, that was King Minus. We got a couple more callers in the queue. I see Goldie is trying to call me. You were next up. And also Tidix sending me Campbell's soup. Campbell's defends soup after alleged expletive-filled rant by CEO. Wow, okay, I'll have to check that out later. Thank you, Tidix. Tidix sent me an interesting clip the other night. It was Howard Stern interviewing a man who called in and was confessing to be a serial killer and giving very specific details. That was a very interesting interview. And I saw how Howard Stern was trying to get details, was asking kind of specific questions like, do you have any tattoos? I could see he was trying to help the police out a little bit, but I don't think that guy was ever caught. Hey, buddy, you're on the air. Is this, how do I say your name? Gotcha Sop? Gotcha Zop?
That's, yeah, so it's like from One Piece, bro. I don't know if you watch it.
One Piece, okay. I'll call you Godja. Godja's on the air with us. Hey, where are you calling from?
Shit, Michigan, bro. What about you?
I'm in China. Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
For me, it's almost 2:30 p.m.
Some Mandarin for me.
Some Mandarin. What to even say? Well, we can start with the basics. 你好，我不会说中文. Hi, I don't speak Chinese. What would be useful for you guys? I should think about this, actually. I'm going to give myself some homework. Let's see. Mandarin for Gooners. All right, I wrote it down. I'll get back to you. I'm going to release a textbook series on this. But yeah, so for you, it's about what, 1:30 p.m. on the East Coast? Or no, for you it'd be 12:30.
It's 1:28.
Oh, okay.
That's a whole 2 minutes off.
Okay, all right, I'm close. Let me catch up with the chat real quick, then we're going to interview you, and I'm looking forward to it. My friends are racist, says James. Raisin Cane's. Oh, Raisin Cane's. Oh, that's the chicken. No Popeyes, Cane's chicken. And Dave's chicken, says Jocelyn. Okay, you guys are teaching me about the chicken, where the good chicken's at. Teresa says, I'm in the call queue. I just don't know if I'll be awake for it. Okay. Howard Stern's still around, says Mad Hatter. That call I was referring to with the serial killer was from a few years ago. Yeah, I think he's still after it, actually. They arrested someone for 2 of the kills he talked about, says Tidix. Do you think they got the guy who called in? Slick McDick says, Solo Tita, the one in Austin on the south side is the truth. Jacob Clark says, what does the caller do? They get bored. What does the caller do if they get bored? Weaver says, stop simping for the Chinese Communist Party. Simping. Okay. By learning Chinese, you're simping for the Communist Party, apparently. Torvik says, I think Tidix was just hinting at this. Tidix says, James, how do you say you in Korean? You in Korean. Magnum says Korean. Ted Bundy. I think Austin is bad since my friends are racist. Jacob said, what does the caller do? They get bored? All right, I'm caught up with the chat. We're going to roll on. We've got Gadja on the call with me right now. Stop simping is always good advice. It's true. E-Gaming says, would you rather bang a chick with a dick or eat dog meat? That's actually a tough question. You think dog meat?
Easy.
I guess I'd go dog meat too. All right, let's keep going. Now, we've got Gadja on the call with us, calling us from Michigan. Gadja, tell us a little bit about yourself. What are we working with here? How old are you and what do you do?
I'm 22. I'm in between jobs right now, but like, I'm like kind of big on fitness, shit like that.
Okay. What was
I was working at Walmart. Guess how long I was working?
How long were you at Walmart? Couple of years?
4 fucking days, bro. And they fired me for some safety shit.
Really? We had a guy call in last night. He was working at Walmart for like a few days, and then he got sick. He ate some bad food. He went to the toilet to throw up. His colleague heard him puking, told his manager. His manager fired him for throwing up at work. Apparently it's easy to get fired from Walmart in your probation period. What did you do? Can you talk about it?
Yeah. So like there's like this cart that you just like transport like boxes on. And there's like this long ass hallway. I was like a little bit forward. I like roped like a little bit. And they fucking fired me, bro. I was on some Beavis and Butthead shit for like 2 seconds, bro, and they fired my ass.
Wow. Walmart, harsh.
But they did pay me for like the full day of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Walmart sucks, says
That's
Eddie.
pretty good.
They paid you at least. Torvik says, a mate of mine worked at McDonald's for 2 hours and got the sack. What is going on? Huh. They're just not lenient at
But
all.
other jobs I keep for like a long time.
That's good. Walmart is now the dollar store vibe, says Jocelyn's. Galaxy Gas, tit talks for show, says Magnum Morrison. Okay. What does that mean? What a effing creep, says Sh. Who, me? Okay, thanks. Weaver says, Dontarius, come back. He misses Dontarius. That's the guy who was dicking down his wife, actually, his wife's boyfriend. Matt Hatter says, we need more immigrants work in Walmart, not Americans. Pasta, says Matt. Will says, could we get something else on the Tron, please? So this is Desi. I don't know, somebody was asking for someone in a onesie. Dollar Mart is now the wall store vibe. Okay, I've applied to Walmart for 15 different positions. No joke, bro, says Skits. Is Walmart a good place to work? I mean, if they don't lay you off over seemingly very little. I love Fan. I'd let her wear me like a pinky ring, says Tidex. I want some Fan on the Tron. Can I request Danny Spiegel for the Goonatron, says Jocelyn. This is Desi, by the way, another cosplay artist who I like. Okay, who is this? Let me check the name here. Give me a sec here. We have Danny Spiegel. All right, I'm going to go into this blind and trust you, Jocelyn. And hope this doesn't get me in trouble. Danny Spiegel. All right, let me look this up. Oh, okay. It's a muscle mommy. Nice. We can work with this. Danny Spiegel on the Tron. 184,000 subscribers. All right. CrossFit motivation. Is she like a professional CrossFit athlete? Okay, there you go. Strong Mindset 7 is the channel name. Apparently, this is Danny Spiegel. Is this who you had in mind, Jocelyn? And are you working out as well? All right, let me get back to the caller. So we've got Gadja with us. So you said you're really into fitness. Is that your hobby? You go down to the gym? What kind of workouts do you do?
Well, I kind of like have like a gym, like in parentheses, I'm not like basement. I do push-ups and like pull-ups. Pull-ups is like compound. It hits your back and like biceps and shit. You know what I mean?
Sure. Okay. So you're doing calisthenic workouts. You're not into the weights as much.
I got like bench press, like barbells, like dumbbells. I'm high as shit, bro.
No problem. So duffel bags says, okay, listen, let me address this finally, okay? You are dumb. Not you, caller, this guy, Weaver in the chat. You are, at this point, you are dumb, okay? you haven't learned how to use Discord, because I've told you this 10 different times. He's like, get a different platform, bro, use your brain. No, you are dumb. Everyone else understands this. So this is how this works. There's a channel called Call in Queue, okay? I've explained this before, I'll do it one more time quickly. Call in Queue, you do not have permission to speak because it's a call in queue. It's not a voice chat, okay? So you sit in the call in queue, so I as the host can see who is in the call in queue, and then I drag you into a voice chat, and then you can speak. And that's it. It works very well. Discord has a lot of problems, but about this, it works very, very well. So there's 2 ways you guys can call into the show, okay? So you can add me on Discord, James Midlife Crisis, as a friend, and you can voice call me, which is what the current caller did. Or you can come into our Discord server, jamesmidlifecrisis.com, we'll send you there, and then you just sit in the call-in queue. So currently in the call-in queue, we have Ale, Death Incarnate, and Duffel Bags. Duffel Bags has come into the YouTube live chat for like the 5th time he's done this. And he says, Discord sucks. Why are you using Discord? Why don't I have permission to speak? So I hope now we have clarified that for everyone. All right. What's the Tron doing, says Incognito? The Gunatron is a place of research and worship and reference and all sorts of things. And currently, this is a request from Jocelyn in the chat. She wanted to see her favorite, I'm assuming her favorite muscle mommy. And you know what? This video is pretty low fidelity. This is Danny Spiegel. And I've not seen her before, but she has an impressive physique for sure. And here she is jumping rope. So we'll bring some Danny Spiegel on here. There she is. This video also has low fidelity. Let me see if I can find something else that looks better on the full screen. Oh, she's doing gymnastics as well. Whoa, okay. All right, quite the athlete. There you go. So we'll let this play for a bit, as per Jocelyn's request, and we'll get back to the man on the line with us. So you're very high right now. Have you been hitting the blinker? Weaver says
I just got like a bunch of like shake. You know, like you go to the dispensary.
Hold on a sec. Weaver's saying it's not. I'm not allowed to join. Weaver, I am the host. Okay, and the server owner, right? So I have to drag you into here. Look, come here for a second. Okay, guys, bear with me. We're gonna do a tutorial here. Ready? Here's how this works. Okay. Welcome to Discord. Here's our Discord server, right? It's called Crisis Club. Okay, hold on. Let me focus. Okay, so can you see this? Yeah, let me get it further back a bit. You can see my desktop a little bit too. Let me move this over. Hold on. We're going to talk you through this. Okay, so here. This says call in queue. Call in queue. Okay, this is a queue. Do you know what queue means? Queue means you're waiting, right? It's like you're online. You're waiting, okay? You do not have permission to talk. This is a hidden channel called On Air that only I can see, okay? So when I want to talk to you, watch, I'll show you. All I do is I drag you into this, and then I join it. And that's how, now, if I join this, you'll have permission to talk. Now I'm going to drag you back into the call-in queue because I'm already talking to someone right now. See? That's how that works. That's it. That's how Discord works. So call-in queue. No one, see, all your mics are muted. No one has permission to talk. Now, the reason why your mics are muted is because we've had incidences in the past where if you guys are allowed to talk unsupervised, someone in here will start abusing the other people, and then you're going to come to me and say, James, somebody's being horrifying and showing us their dick or something in the call-in queue. They turned their camera on, they took their meat out and started beating it, and I'm scarred for life, and I'm going to sue you, and then I have to go deal with that. So I got tired of that shit. So now nobody has permission to do shit in the call-in queue. You just hang out there, okay? And that's it. It's literally a call-in queue, nothing else. All right. Thank you for bearing with this explanation. I will never explain this again. Okay, back to you. So we have someone on the line with us right now. All right. So again, yes, Discord works. It serves its purpose for this. Okay, we're talking to Gaja. He's talking about his working out and his getting highness, and he's between jobs at the moment, and he's discovered us late at night, and he's having a good time. Tidix says, what's with the folder CP Spank Bank? You really like Cyberpunk that much? How dare you? Discord should word it differently. Maybe say just wait and not a technical issue. It's telling you don't have permission to speak because you don't have permission to speak. You're in a call-in queue. It's not that complicated. All right, it's fine, or whatever. We got there in the end. Mojito says, James, can you put the Randa Zook up on the Gunatron? Who's that? Clear difference between Q and not allowed. All right. Shitface says, Weaver apologized earlier, James. He's cool now. We're always cool. He calls in all the time. Weaver is the guy in the cuck seat earlier. All right. GOG says, tell his ganja. Tell his ganja. Solo says, someone else in front of you. Imagine you're at Walmart and you have to effing wait. That's what you're doing, dude. Right. Randa Zook, it's a Battlefield 1 trick shot that tickles my fancy. Oh. Randa Zook. Okay. Something with a bazooka, I take it. Eddie says it just means you wait your turn to talk to James before the previous caller's done, then it's your turn. Yeah. All right. GOG says accidentally wrote that lol. No problem. Adam says, have you heard of long jumper Fatima Diami? I feel like I might have seen one of her videos before if she's a baddie. Check, how do I say your name? Ches Chundi. Have you ever heard the song Pecker Juice by Craven Moorhead? Craven Moorhead. Tidix says, ask caller how many whippets he did in the Walmart restroom. How do you get high, guys? How do you get high? You do the whippets? Do you hit the gas? What do you do?
I just smoke weed, bro.
Okay.
When it comes to work, bro, I do, like take my fucking pen, because like my last job, I was there for like over a year. I would like just bringing my dad pen in the bath. Then I fucking upgraded to like these fucking live resin. That shit was wild as fuck. So this old ass lady, she's like, yo, who the fuck has like pot, bro? You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo.
Tidix says
So
that's the voice of a whipper.
Like a couple of joints before work.
Okay. Chat thinks this is the voice of a whippet enthusiast. Let me ask you, what are your goals? So you're 22. Walmart sacked you over seemingly not much. You like to get high and stay high. Do you have a girlfriend, wife, any kids? Where are you at on that front?
Nah, I'm not trying to like be in the commitment or nothing, bro.
Okay. Drawson says, resin's not toxic, you mad hatter. Okay, what do you guys talk about? Shitface says he sounds like Nick Rekieta for sure. Okay, I don't know that name. I probably mispronounced it. Okay, so you have the voice of a whippets enthusiast, he says. All right, but you don't do whippets, you just get a bit high. What's this guy's name? How do I say your name, buddy? What's your name? Is your name Beijing? Boeing? Whippets deplete your vitamin B12 and make you super dumb. Yeah. Whippets doing brain damage out here.
You got a fucking nutritionist in here.
What are you, a fucking scientist, bro? I'm just trying to get high. All right.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. Can a man just kill some brain cells? Come on. Let's get some airplane glue going, boys. Like the plane dude, the Boeing. Okay. You wrote it with some crazy
we
character.
need some fucking lot lizard titty residue in this bitch.
Lot lizard titty residue. Would you smoke that? Okay. Incognito says his name is Boeing 777. I don't see the 7 part. Teresa says, because it isn't just for queuing, it can also be used for different things. Teresa's right. Yeah. On Discord, you can change, like you can customize stuff as an admin or as an owner of a server. Anyways, whatever. Who cares? Look, Weaver, if you're actually interested, just Google how does Discord work and just ask ChatGPT and it'll teach you. It's fine. Okay. Torvik says, I think you've been blocked, Weaver. No, everyone's still here. Unless Teresa wants to shadow ban him. Incognito says, who the F cares about Weaver? It's true. This Pookie has gained the ire of the chat. All right, we've got another Pookie on the line with us. Yeah, I got questions. So you don't have any kids, you don't have any wife, you're 22, you're cruising through life, you're looking for a job. Do you want to go back to school for anything? Can we interest you in a trade, sir? Can we get you HVAC certified?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Have you considered any trades? Plumbing? HVAC?
I have in the past. I did.
Welding?
I was like, I don't give up getting high, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, gotta stay high. What's a trade?
I was like,
yeah.
I was like disappointed in myself too. I was like, damn, bro, that's fucking. Bro, I'm like, fuck it, we were balling.
What's a trade that he can do high, chat? What do you guys think? Plumbers make bank, dude. Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I've heard.
No, I don't want to deal with someone's.
Are you not willing to learn trades? Would you be willing to stop smoking to make bank? What do you
It's
think?
like actual shit. Nah.
Okay, bro, you can
Fuck
definitely
that.
weld or do HVAC and smoke weed, right?
Welding. No, welding. If I'm too high, it will be. Well, if I learn
okay.
high like I did with driving, then I'm fine. I passed my driving.
Okay. Oh yeah, you could be a driver too, right? You could, yeah, right. You can get your commercial license. Okay, right, commercial driver's license. Teresa says, Dross, you really want to get shadow banned? Uh-oh, she's passing him out. How do I get my dad to stop beating my mom so I can finish beating off, says Chronic. Why, is he being noisy? Just tell him to keep it down. Slick McDick says, bro, you definitely weld or do HVAC smoking weed or work at a dispensary, says Gog. Yeah, dispensary. I see that in your future. I'm a building engineer, night shift, and do nothing but get high all night, making sure the building doesn't blow up. Oh, there you go. Man, I forgot how to pronounce your name. We talked about this before. I feel bad now. Is it Quisi? Quisi? Limiqui? Quisi Limiqui? Can I just call you Cece? I'll just call you Cece. Matt Hatter says, yeah, you get your CDL and get high. There you go. Teresa says, Weaver, why is that any of your business? What are you guys talking about? Gog says, Ryan, you're tripping. My neighbor is a private contracted plumber and makes more than most. What's in the background, says Papadopoulos. Good question. So this was a request from you guys. This is Danny Spiegel, who is a bit of a muscle mommy, doing some gymnastics there. Very impressive physique. Cece? We're calling you Cece. All right, let's cycle the Gunatron here. Let's see what else we got in the queue. We're looking at Desi's work earlier. Let's bring back some Desi. Oh wait, up next, Stellar Blade Jiggle Physics. I want to throw this up first because Stellar Blade is getting a sequel. For those of you who enjoyed the first one, Stellar Blade 2 is in development. I just read that the other day. Danny is fine, says Papadopoulos. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Good talk. Do you have anything you'd like to tell the chat while you're here? Talking to you. I keep forgetting your username because I'm dumb. Gotcha, Sop.
I'm gonna tell them to do their cardio, even in the winter. Like, kind of gay to not do it in the winter. I mean, but
it's
do
gay
your
to not do
cardio,
it. Stellar Blade 2 Double D. That'd be a good name. It's gay to not do.
Jacking off, bro. Who cares, bro?
Okay.
Do it if you want.
All right.
Dressing about it, that's the gay part.
Okay. Enjoy your jacking off. Do cardio in the winter or you're gay. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, it's
I'm jacking off right now, by the way. You're mad, dude.
I'm Jacob.
I'm not Jacob.
I'm a bad
So
bitch.
good.
Did you say I'm a bad bitch? You're beating your Schmeat right? Did you say you're beating your Schmeat right now?
Right. That's how
Are we making eye contact and doing it? Oh no. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll take all the views I can get. Legal Pack Shemp says, here's a $1.99. Put custom grow 420 smoking bomb. Let's go.
Goon around and find out.
You want that on the Gunatron? Do I just look that up? Custom grow 420 smoking bomb. All right. Let me see what comes up. Custom grow 420 smoking. You guys up all night just smoking bong. I typed in literally what you typed. Oh, it's a thing. Okay, there's a channel called Grambo Grows. Let's see here. I don't know. Happy Girls. Is this just a bunch of weed? Is this what you want to see? Okay. I'm getting into some devil's lettuce porn out here. All right, we'll let you go, buddy. You call back anytime. Oh, you already hung up on me. Okay, maybe he nodded. Wholesome. All right, who's up next in the queue? We got Ale, Death Incarnate, Duffel, and Element. Ooh, heavy hitters. All right, let's grab Ale because she says she's falling asleep. That's Teresa. Teresa, are you there? Yoboseo? Wait. Let's see if Teresa picks up. Guys, if you want to call in, you can add me on Discord, James Midlife Crisis, just like the YouTube channel. All right, Teresa, let me know if you're there. She might have fallen asleep. That happens. You
I'm
there?
here.
Are you there, sleepy face?
I'm there. Yeah, I'm barely awake.
Okay. Have you been drinking tonight?
No, I'm trying to stay sober. I'd
Okay.
rather not drink.
You said your friends are getting wasted. Was it someone's birthday party?
No, we just got done with a party, so they were already drunk and they just wanted to get some more drinks.
Okay. All right. Let me see. What am I looking for here? Smoking a bong. Okay. This appears to be a lady smoking a bong. All right. This is what the chat's asking for at this point. We've got the Devil's Lettuce enjoyers taking over things in here. Sleep calling, says Boeing. Will you remember this conversation tomorrow? It sounds like you won't. You sound really tired.
Yeah, I've done a lot.
Okay. Now, you've been shadow banning some people in here tonight. You're our shadow moderator, so you can do that. What would you like to say to the chat before you doze off?
I don't really know what to talk about.
Okay.
To be honest.
So last night you told us that you were a sweat when it comes to the game Terraria, and you have 8,000 hours in it. And I asked you earlier in the chat if you were using that gaming as an addiction to try to replace a previous addiction, and you mentioned that that factored into you beating drinking. How long have you been sober now?
I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
It's been as of last month, it was 3 years.
Wow. Congrats. Clapping sounds. 3 years. Yes. I remember you brought that up in chat. I just wanted to revisit that. Let's have kids, says Boeing. Terraria goes hard. We've got a lot of Terraria fans in here. Ryan says it sucks. Bro, Terraria is awesome, says Shitfaced. I feel like Terraria is one of those games that everyone's quietly playing, and we never talked about until you brought it up. Felix says Terraria to beat drinking. Yeah. Can you talk about that? Like, we've talked to addicts on here before, and honestly, gaming has helped me stay sober. I can see it and just avoid the nightlife and all that kind of shit in general. We had someone call in before who was a longtime opiate addict who replaced that with collecting rocks and crystals. It seems to be a thing, doesn't it? It's like replacing one bad habit with a better bad habit, I guess I'd say. Are you in a midlife crisis, or do you talk to people who have midlife crisis? I have been in a midlife crisis myself. We also do talk to people of all ages. It's just a goofy channel name at this point, but thank you for asking. Fair question. So yes, Teresa, speak on it. Did you find that playing Terraria really directly helped you stay sober? And what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, sorry. Can you say that again? You cut out.
I said, did you find that gaming, in your case, spending 8,000 hours in Terraria, directly helped you stay sober? Did it replace that activity? Did it replace going out and drinking with friends?
Not directly.
Okay.
Not directly. It's just what's it called? It's just like I slowly got more and more into it, and it slowly like pushed me away from drinking.
Okay. So
because I played it a lot. From like I've been playing since I think launch. So,
what would you say to gamers who drink a lot while they play their games? What would you say to people who struggle with separating these two things? Do you have any advice?
Well, mostly like if you find a game you want to play and you like playing it, if it's fine to play a game, say drunk, but if you want to stop drinking. You want to learn. You want to like lean more into the game itself and not just the experience while drunk. You want to actually play the game for what it is, instead of just mindlessly playing it while drunk.
Right.
So
right. Playing it numbed completely. Yeah, I think that especially in a game that's really immersive and there's a lot of story going on. You get a lot more enjoyment out of playing that sober. I was never a drinking gamer myself. I was more of the smoking variety, so I've never really experienced that. Okay, thanks for weighing in. Gog says, I stopped fentanyl and started playing Magic the Gathering. If that's true, that's amazing. I love that comment. That guy with the face says, at Reese. Got it right with that one. What did Reese say? Let me scroll up in the chat. Missed a couple comments. Death Incarnate here. Terraria is straight flames, so I agree with this caller's gaming habits. Ah, you're in the call-in queue. Let's bring Death Incarnate on the call. Welcome to the call, Death Incarnate.
I'm jaking it.
Strong entry.
I'm jaking it. So good.
Death, are you there? Let's see, Death, you're on the air. If
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Death,
All right, good. You can hear me.
you're co-signing Terraria. Did you also use gaming or Terraria specifically to beat any other bad habits?
Personally, yeah, it was mostly I used to drink pretty heavily, if I might be so perfectly honest.
So,
Yeah, it was the same with me.
wow, heavy drinkers replacing drinking with gaming is interesting. I'm not joking. It's what's hilarious. I'm about to play a tournament in Dallas. What the fuck? That's amazing. That's amazing.
I actually still have a video of where I downed like a half bottle of vodka in like 30 seconds.
Oh, I believe you. Oh, you had to say vodka. That's the type of shit I used to do. Vodka was was vodka your main poison when you were drinking? Vodka was mine for sure. Yeah. Speed running
Actually,
vodka.
for me, it was absinthe. I love absinthe.
Oh, really?
It'll sit you down, though. It will sit you down.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's a little pricier too, right? Absinthe. You can't get like some kind of dollar store variety absinthe. You gotta spend on those bottles. Okay.
Oh no, it's
I
pretty hard to come by actual absinthe too.
Did you get the real stuff? Because I heard you can't get that anymore at all. Absinthe, in case you guys don't know, what's it called? Chasing the green fairy, right? You're supposed to go through this ritual where you pour it on a sugar cube and light it on fire. And, yeah, you trip balls on it, right? Did you get the real stuff that you tripped on? You could get that in the United States?
Yeah, I wasn't in the U.S. when I got it,
Okay.
but it was.
You're in Europe.
It was a hell of a time. I'm gonna tell you that much right now.
I believe you.
I did not go through the whole ritual. I just drank about half a fucking bottle, and then I woke up in a church in the middle of the night.
Jeez. Someone else woke up and wrote Alice in Wonderland. I believe that's what inspired the author of that. Yeah, hallucinogenic for sure. Were you in the Netherlands? Or? Sorry, what's that, Teresa?
I think the weirdest place I've ever woken up in after getting drunk. I used to do urban exploring with some of my friends, but then some weird shit started happening, so we just stopped. I woke up with one of my best friends, Ellie, next to me. We were both. Ellie was still asleep. We were just abandoned asylum that was, like, I don't know what the hell we were even doing there. We were just there.
Okay.
Like, I didn't remember anything. I just remember waking up there.
Okay. Well, blackouts are scary, yeah. I've told a couple blackout stories from my past on here before, too. Well, I'm really glad you guys aren't doing that anymore. I just want to highlight this because it just kind of slid through, but our new buddy GOG in the chat was saying he quit fentanyl by replacing it with an obsession with Magic the Gathering. And I was laughing because there's a funny comment. He said, "No, it's true. I'm going to a Magic the Gathering tournament." Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Yeah, because Fent, like,
that's pretty kick-ass.
that's like the best story I've ever heard. We've had Fent addicts call in here, throughout previous live streams before. We all know how dangerous fentanyl is and how hard it is to kick. So I'd like to talk to GOG about that more. He says, life is hilarious, man. Yeah, no, you couldn't even script that. Nobody would believe that if it was in a show. That's some shit out of Shameless or something. I wouldn't believe it if a character did that in the show. That's amazing. It's great. James is throwing a Xanax pool party for chat at 100 likes. Xanax pool party. I don't touch Xanax anymore, man. No. Ryan Never says, urban exploring, aka break-in and entering. Boeing says, remember, being a teenager looking up binaural beats to get high. Man, I'm glad I can just buy a joint nowadays. What? Incognito says, yeah, he sells his packages in the gatherings now. Skank Hunt says, Fent is basically opiate cocaine. It gets you high fast, but the high isn't as pleasurable and doesn't last that long. Okay, for those of you who haven't tried it, which I haven't. Shitface says, I may have to check out MTG then. I like Fent. Magic the Gathering might get you off Fent. There you go. GOG says, yeah, man, I'll call in someday. I've lived an interesting life, man. I can tell. Solo says, after party for members only. She's trying to get an after party started. She wants in on that Xanax pool party. All right, let's talk to Death Incarnate for a minute here. Death, where you hail from, by the way, buddy? Where are you calling us from tonight?
I'm living in Georgia in the U.S.
Georgia, God's
Good old
country.
U.S. of A.
That's right. Okay. Love the accent. Now,
Yeah.
by the way, how old are you, and what do you do? What are you up to in life?
Yeah, I've called in before. I'm 24, going on 25 this coming up April. My birthday actually falls on April Fool's Day, which is funny as hell. Because I mean, if you're funny looking and you're born on the funny holiday, I mean, it's just too big a coincidence. I ain't even gonna lie.
You got that James Earl
yeah,
Jones voice. I bet you sounded like a grown ass man. I bet you sounded like a grown ass man since you were 12, haven't you? I get that vibe. Yeah.
I popped out the pussy sounding like this, brother.
I believe it. Gog says, ask the caller why the F his voice sounds like he's 17 feet tall. That's a good one too. You're the Green Mile giant dude in Green Mile.
That's why my name there. That's why my name there like that.
No, it's good. I love the voice. It's great. You should do some voice acting with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tidix has a comment.
Actually, funny thing about that is my business finally started to go under a little bit because winter has been pretty bad on heating and air lately. So now I'm trying to get into voice acting while I'm applying for everything else.
Are you
I
the
mean,
are you the guy?
High, I can stay low, you know.
Are you the guy who called us a long time ago who does killer voice impersonations?
You got it.
Tidix got it. I knew you sounded familiar. I knew I've talked. Yes. No, he got shout out to Tidix. He got that before I did. He said, James, is this the dude who called in and does great impersonations? You are a fucking legend, bro. I've been waiting for you to call in again. You did no this call. Let me set this up. You are very talented. This caller has God gifted talent for voices, and we're telling him, we're like, guy, do something with it, because I remember you're working a job that you weren't fully satisfied with at the time when you called in. You're saying business is a little rough. Yeah. Fifth time asked me that, by the way. Well, we ignore 4 out of 5 of your comments. Dude is superhuman. Can we hear some of your voice work? Can we hear some of your voice work?
Yeah.
By the way, the caller's a white guy as well, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember you now, because we're imagining the guy. Yeah. You're so interesting. We're imagining the dude from the Green Mile, but he's a white dude. You called him before because you showed us your face before. You did a face reveal. Great.
Oh yeah.
GOG says, I have a feeling he has a voice changer. Am I wrong? If not, he's badass. He doesn't, because he's talking to us just on his phone, and we asked him this last time.
Right now I'm on my computer, but I called on my phone last time.
You did, and you video called us, so we could see that you're using your own voice, and he really was. Incognito says, yeah. Oh, I'm done with the Tron. Can we change? Yes, we can. Sorry. Go ahead. Tell us more about yourself. Yeah.
I've been sounding like this for a long time. I ain't even gonna lie. I grew up in South Side Atlanta. Atlanta was when I was living there, at least it was ranked, I think, the 13th highest city in the U.S. for unaliving rate. So,
right.
It's either get tough or you just don't make it.
Okay. The laugh gave it away. Says legal. Bro is the last Nephilim. Bro, he's good. Yeah. Can you hit us with some? I forget which characters you could do. I remember you had a few different characters, but can you hit us with some of your voice talent?
I do a bunch.
Yeah.
I like to do again.
Respect my authority. You guys can suck my balls.
You know, shit like that.
Yeah. Good.
I really like I like Shaggy a lot. Shaggy's always been like, Scoob, let's get out of here. You know, just I love that kind of
chat like
kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you want to hear? Oh, did you do Trump last time? Can you do a Trump?
Brother, I do Toronto Dump is what I do. It's like
Let's do that.
it's my own parody character.
Okay.
He's like
You know, I've seen all of the crime statistics. I'm the president of America. You know, I get to see these things. It's because I'm the best. I've got the biggest numbers. All my numbers, they're the best numbers. You don't even know. So what I was gonna say is, I've seen all these crime statistics, you know, and there's this trend towards the black people. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna send them all straight to jail, and then everybody's gonna be happy. Clearly, they want to go.
You know, just
That's his real voice.
He
His
just
great
comes off really funny like that.
And you got it, and you can go pretty high too. You do a Mickey Mouse too, don't you?
Oh boy, you fucking betcha, motherfucker.
I like the range. He has a killer Mickey and Goofy. Do you do Goofy?
I haven't really heard Goofy as much, but I've been told that mine's okay.
Okay.
It's like the hill doors. Hey there, Mickey. I ain't perfect at it, but
Yeah,
like,
it's recognizably
I
Goofy.
literally have only ever really heard Mickey.
Yeah, you can tell that's Goofy. Yeah, not bad at all. All right.
I love doing you know Cars, you know the movie Cars, any of the Cars movies.
Yeah. Cartoons, yeah.
I do Mater, Toe Mater real good.
Okay.
It's he's like he like
The name's Mater. It's like Tomater, but without the tuh. Lightning McQueen. Boy.
you know, it's like
That's
that.
good. That's good. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been playing Far Cry 4 while I was waiting in the queue.
Oh.
My guy's getting his ass whooped now. Running around with a grenade launcher, blowing every damn thing up on the planet.
Ryan says, tell the truth. It's really the frog in your throat doing the impressions. Do you have a frog that lives in the back of your mouth who does the impressions? You pay it with flies. No, I love the range, man. I love the range. I remember, you had a bunch of other ones last time as well.
I don't think I've ever seen Kermit.
Let's get you on Fiverr. Just to get started.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly. I've got Fiverr pulled up right the fuck now.
Let's get going.
Because I was gonna start trying to get in with Fiverr.
I'll hire you
and get on doing some voices and shit, that like I can actually make some money. Because I'm right now it's just a downhill slope for me.
You need Fiverr's like anything. You need to get some 5-star reviews in first, and then you can climb up. They've got levels for vendors on Fiverr. So at level 1, you need to get some customers and treat them right and get those 5 stars up there to get started. If you set up a Fiverr and make it, like whatever, have some like entry level, like simple, like I'll do 30 seconds for whatever it is, $10, $15, whatever you decide. I'll be your customer. Hit me up, DM me. I will pay you to say some stuff, and I'll use your sound clips on the show. And I'll be your first customer, and I'll encourage other people.
That sounds fantastic to me.
That's a deal, man. Because I want some more stuff for my soundboard anyway, and I'd rather give you some money and help you out to start your voice acting career than go to AI. So let's go. Just hit me up. Give me your Fiverr page when we get off the call. Mm-hmm.
I'll have to get it pulled up on my phone. I'll do that. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's get set up. You have real talent. Let's do something with it before AI comes and takes it all. Unfortunately, you're living in a bad time for this because AI is putting all these voice actors out of work. So we're happy to support while we can. All right, this has been fun. This is a good time.
We can try.
We can try. We'll go for it. All right, we'll let you go for now. And Teresa as well. I know you're falling asleep. Probably you're already asleep, Teresa. So what if dude is AI? How do we know this is incognito? We've seen him on the video before. We know he's a real guy. And I love his attitude, too. I love your laugh so much. I just want to get your laugh clipped for the stream, to be honest. I want you to be our new laugh track.
Well, I mean, you can... Brother, I'm more than happy for you to clip any damn thing that I do, brother.
Fantastic.
I love the show. I love that you talking to everybody and don't really seem to dismiss anybody unless they're just intentionally stupid, you know. So it's cool.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. It's a nice thing to say. GOG says, ask him if he completed the Sasquatch DLC in Far Cry 4. Have you?
Yeah. It was pretty interesting, but I remember when I was playing Red Dead or Red Dead 2, I don't remember which. I encountered the damn Sasquatch in that, and then I felt like somebody had taken my damn voice for that. So, bitch, I don't know if you've ever heard the Sasquatch in the Red Dead games, but he sounds just damn like me, and I didn't know how to feel about that.
Okay, all right. I'll have to look for that on YouTube later and compare. All right, man. You've been a pleasure. We'll let you go for now. Call back anytime. Death Incarnate. Yeah, DM me, man. DM me later. Hit me up. All right. That's Death Incarnate and Teresa. We'll send you guys back to. Oh, sorry, Teresa, I cut you off. I was just going to send you to bed. You sound like you're falling asleep. Did you like his voices? I think she's gone. She's gone. Okay, we cast you back into the sea. I'm getting a call from Slick McDick, who I'm happy to be a new friend with, who has a topless selfie as his profile pic. A handsome man. Let's get Slick McDick on the show. Slick, are you there?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, buddy. Where are you calling from?
Calling from Victoria, Texas.
Oh, Texas, God's country. All right. How old are you, and what do you do? Sure.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out how to. I'm hearing like double right now.
Okay, you're gonna want to mute YouTube for sure, because you'll hear feedback from that, and that should be it. Teresa says I'm still here.
I'm good now.
Oh, Teresa's here. She didn't have time to speak. Oh, okay. Sorry, Teresa. I thought you were falling asleep. All right. All right, we're back with you.
Okay, I can hear you good now.
Yeah, you sound good too. Slick McDick, yeah, tell us about yourself a little bit. What are you up to in life?
Man, appreciate it, bro. So I'm 28. Really right now, I'm I'm staying with my parents right now. It was actually like a choice of mine.
Sure.
I came down here to help with my grandmother. She has dementia, and I don't know, it's just like getting real bad, like getting real tough for them to deal with. Like we don't have like a lot of money and stuff.
Sure.
So, we can't like put her in a home or anything. Like we have to take care of her and stuff. So I don't know. I was a mover in Austin, Texas. I was doing that for a while and stuff, but like my family needed help. So I was like, you know what? I mean, I got to go do that.
Okay. All right. Being a good son. Papadopoulos in the chat says, excuse me, what's the homie's name again? Slick McDick.
Dude, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was going to get on the call. I kind of have anxiety too. So like, that's probably why I sound like this right now.
No, you're good. You're
I
good.
get nervous talking in front of people and stuff.
You're totally fine. You're articulating well, and we love the username Slick McDick. So 28 back with the parents helping out. What are you doing for work, or are you focused just on helping out the family right now?
Yes, sir. So definitely focused on helping the family. They do have a day labor place down here in Victoria, so just to like make a little extra money for myself. I know it's kind of like lowly and stuff, but I mean, I work like day labor, just to make a little bit extra money, put gas in the cars and stuff.
Yeah. Good for you.
Whenever I can.
Yeah. GOG says, Slick McDick, I was a caregiver for dementia patients. I respect you helping them out. Yeah, 100%, man. No, 100%. I mean, It's been a rough couple of years for us. A couple of years ago, in December of 2023, my oldest sister passed away, and then about a couple of weeks ago on Christmas, my other sister passed away. They both had heart attacks, and they were both like, the one was 32, and the one that just passed away was 30. So like, we've just been going through it, like, just being able to like be here with my family and stuff, and like be here for them, like it's. Like that's the main fucking thing, like. Yeah. Sorry for your loss, man. That's
But-
a lot. Yeah. Okay.
You know what? I appreciate it, man. But like, man, honestly, there was a long time in my life for about like 10 years. I was doing pretty bad. Like I am an alcoholic. You know, I was pretty bad on the drugs too, but alcohol was the main thing. But by the grace of God, I've been sober for a little over 2 years now.
Let's go.
And I think God put me in that situation, like, you know, had me get sober when I did. Cause like, you know, he could see the future and like knew that I was going to have to be here for my family and stuff. I don't know, man. It's crazy how that stuff works.
Good for you. Yeah. Alcohol was my vice too. Good for you. 2 years. Good.
Yeah.
For you. Good. You turned it around fast. I kept lying to myself.
Yes, sir.
I kept lying to myself up until I was like 40. I was like, I got this under control. I'd abstain from alcohol for a few months. I'd be, I got this under control. And then no, I'd be straight back to blacking out, fucking up my life, making bad decisions, chaos a bit. And then I'd stop for a little while. And then I got this under control. I'd go back. And now I'm just finally, right? I keyed in on that just now. You said, you didn't say I was an alcoholic. You said I am an alcoholic, right? That's the reality, right? That's the reality. It's
Absolutely.
Like, this shit doesn't change.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it is.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
You know, and I still, you know, like some of the tendencies will still crop up. I mean, I'm sober from the substances, but like, you know, it's really a lot of like, you know, a lot of the lifestyle choices that I was choosing, you know, that I, you know, still like kind of crop up from time to time. Like, oh, you know, I'm kind of maybe like overindulging in this, or maybe I'm like neglecting my responsibilities here. And like, I don't know if you're like big into like AA or like any of that kind of stuff at all, but you know, that's kind of,
I like it.
Kind of been pretty helpful for me.
Yeah. I like it. I've taken one of my friends and colleagues to AA before as well, and I'm a big fan of what that group's doing. I know it's not for everyone. This comes up in here from time to time. I know there's people in our live stream community here who have some thoughts on AA and how it's deviated from the original goals and message. And but to not get too much into the politics, I think AA has good people at it. I really do. That's been my experience. Good people who are actually giving up time to try to help you. And yeah, I'm happy to hear that that's been the case for you. When people are in here talking about struggling with booze, we always tell them that too. Like go look for AA, even if it's just online meetings, which became very popular during COVID. You got to have someone to talk to, right? We're tribal. We're humans. You can't do it alone.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. And like, you know what, like when I hear someone struggling with booze, like, especially like, you know, coming from someone that has dealt with it for so long, like, God, my heart goes out to them, man, because like knowing myself and like knowing where I came from and stuff, like, man, I couldn't quit that shit for like, sorry, actually, I don't know how much I should be really cussing. I'll try
You're okay.
Try to watch myself on that. But,
thank
you know, man, I struggled with it for so long, man. And like, there were many years, like when I couldn't get one day, like I couldn't string together one day of sobriety. And, you know, now that I have 2 years, I don't look at myself, oh man, like, why can't you get sober? Cause like, I know exactly how hard it is, you know? So, I mean, I try to just, you know, be human, like you said, you know, be human towards them and kind of look at them, you know, it's just another person that's struggling with something tough.
Yeah, no.
It's hard, man. But if anyone's listening in this chat right now, man, like if you're struggling with alcohol, any kind of drugs, I mean, like really, it's all the same. Addiction is the same. Like, man, I hope you're able to, like, you know, get some help for yourself. Like, do it for yourself. But like, you know, think about how much your family would love to have you back, and like, you know, have you back as you, you know, and how much it would mean to them. If that means anything, I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
No, you're good. So you put that very well. You suddenly made me remember a conversation I had with my mother, where I told her I was just in passing. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm not. We're doing like a voice call. We're calling each other, and she goes, yeah, you don't sound so good. You sick? I said, oh no, you know, I got wasted the other night. I just you know, I blacked out, and I was just so casually talking about getting blackout drunk, and this is when I was in my like mid 30s. And she started crying.
Right.
She started crying. She's like, you know, your grandfather, like we have this in our family, kind of speed running dementia by way of alcoholism. And it hit her, right? And it hit me. And I was like, oh yeah, like I've been so casual about destroying myself, destroying my brain with this drug called alcohol, and it was just so normal to me. I was just like so blasé. I'm like, yeah, I'm a grown ass man in his mid-30s. Yeah, I just get blackout drunk all the time. Was no big deal, normal. And getting corrected by someone outside of it, my mother, just seeing her reaction is like this horrified her, and it was a big wake up call for me as well. So yeah, I get what you're saying, and thank you for saying it. Yeah, absolutely, I 100% agree. I'm gonna riff off the chat a little bit here. Goon to these.
Yeah, go for it, man. Yeah, I want to hear some of that.
Sure, we'll see what they've been saying, and then we'll get to know you a little bit more. I'm enjoying our talk. Teresa says, "Put elves on the Goonatron. I'll stay till the end of stream. Elves is her kink." Who's on the Goonatron right now? Nobody said her name. Do you recognize her? And do you think? Well, I think I know what you guys think of the Witcher series, but do you think Witcher 4 as a game will be good? We'll see. We'll see. The studio doing it is not hopeless, although it's worth noting that a lot of the devs who worked on Witcher 3 Jump Ship formed a new studio and are working on their own similar game where you run around as a vampire. I forget the name of it right now. Some of you guys will probably know what I'm talking about. Did Diddy or Epstein, who did it better? Says it's okay to laugh. We don't know exactly what Epstein did, do we? So I'm going to go with Diddy on that one. GOG says, I'll seriously pray for him and tell him I said he sounds very positive what happened to him, referring to the current caller. Nice. You're older than 40, says Churras. I'm 44. Ryan says, you're eccentric, not anxious. Never let anyone tell you otherwise at Mixed Slick Dick. Yeah, I like that. This came up last night. I think Ryan brought this up last night as well. Yeah, relabel these things. Go with it. You're eccentric. You're not anxious, which is how people used to talk, I feel like, before everyone started to diagnose themselves and get paranoid. Skit says, I thought James was 26. Oh, geez, must be the lighting. No, I'm pretty old. Drawson says, I grew my own. It was like an adult science project, but it wasn't easy. I found a plug, but it is hard, and mine is superb. What were you growing? What are you talking about? Biggest Complainer says, I subscribed. Thank you, Pookie. Biggest Complainer earlier on the topic of dementia was saying that they'd had some good studies with, what did you mention, psilocybin and DMT? And I asked him in the chat if he's referring to microdosing, and he said yes. About treating the elderly with this stuff. Yeah, that's interesting. Creatine, which is a supplement that I take daily. I just take a scoop of it, like 5 grams. But creatine's another one that I see that people who work out and you lift weights, it's something that allows you to get a few more reps, a little bit more muscular endurance, makes your muscles look a little fuller as you retain a bit more water. And it's something that naturally can be found in red meats. But creatine is something that now has been shown to positively impact issues like dementia and have some positive effects on your brain as well, if that's something you want to look into. I found that interesting. Tidek says, James is still lying to himself. He switched his cool alcohol addiction for a crippling addiction to sobriety. Very true. What's his first name? I can't pray to his username. Says GOG. What's your name, if you don't mind me asking? What do we call you other than Slick McDick?
Oh, my name's Nick.
Nick Slick McDick.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Chef's kiss. So GOG, his name is Nick. If you'd like to say a few prayers from him, that's very kind of you. Ryan says, perspective and context make up reality. And if you don't get multiples of the first, you won't grasp the second and the third, and they'll forever be askew. Ryan's in here just dropping wisdom tonight. Incognito says, James was in that Charlie's Angels movie. You're thinking of Crispin Glover. Yeah, I do kind of look like him with this hairstyle. You're right. Crispin Glover was also the dad, George McFly in Back to the Future. I know exactly who you mean. And in the Charlie's Angels movies, he was a bit of a sneaky pervert. He's going around trying to murder women and sniff their hair. Teresa says, Churras, did you say elves just because you know it sets me off? Elf fetish. All right, let me scroll up here. Biggest says, it's just at AA when you have to hold hands and pray in the session. Like, bruh, did you just go to the goon in the bathroom? You don't want to hold hands at AA. Fair enough. GOG says, I worked for 2 rehabs as well after I got sober. The people are great, but find the right place. Don't get discouraged, dude. That's my advice for therapists as well, right? You gotta try to get in where you fit in with therapists. I talked to 3 therapists who I just didn't click with. I didn't like their approach until I found the 4th was my guy. And he really helped me a lot, actually, to kind of understand and label the mess that was my life. I'm a therapy advocate, but I'm not going to preach for those of you who don't like it. But yeah, when you said that, I was like, yeah, 100%. AA meetings, hell, churches, right? You got to find the right church, the right vibe, the right people. Not every church will be as welcoming. You want to find people who are supportive of you, welcoming of new members. It's really true. Don't give up on something if you have a negative experience the first time. You got to find your people. It can be tricky. Solo says James is doing what he was born to do. Goon. Heist says chat, very important. User 1836 changed his name to my_name 1836. What are you talking about? Adam says, I'd rather have a MILF therapist, to be fair. To be honest, he says. Ryan says, we've allowed insane far-left overlords of taking control of our verbal interactions, which has turned everyone into liars. By liars, do you mean victims? I wondered. Is that what you're referring to? Like how everyone's on the spectrum now and we're all like self-diagnosing? Is that what you're speaking to? If so, yeah, speak your piece. I'll read it out. Reese says, are you a religious man, James? Yes, I am. I believe in God. I'm Christian. I'd say I have a personal relationship with God. I don't go to church that often anymore. But at some points in my life, church did really help me. I found a group that I quite liked. Skankon says, anyone else incapable of sleep? Oh, everyone in here, I would imagine. It's pretty late right now, guys. 2:25 on the East Coast. Vol says, did you get any work done on your face? That's an interesting question. No, I'm kind of scared of plastic surgery. It gives me the willies. I kind of got over that with a previous girl that I dated, had some work done, and I came to accept it and get less terrified of it. But I honestly, it gives me goosebumps. I don't like the idea. I wouldn't personally go under the knife or get fillers or anything. So you're watching me decay in real time, and I'm all natty. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go. James is scared of Willie. I'm not scared of Willie. Start bone smashing, says Tidix. If you're not bone smashing, are you even really looks maxing? I watch you regularly in Australia. Oh, as we lag balls, hold on, let me reconnect to America Online here. Okay, I think we're good. Gotta redial. There we go. Okay, we're back. Yeah, let me know if we're lagging, guys. I'm trying to fix it. Do you guys see the LooksMax guy commit? Commit. What did he do? The LooksMax guy. Which guy are you referring to? There's a few of those guys, right? LooksMaxing. Your dad, says Drawson. Some bastard gave me the flu, says Tyson. I fucking hate that, man. That really gets my goat. That really gets my goat. When somebody comes to the gym and they're coughing everywhere and they're trying to like sweat out the flu, or somebody comes to work and they're in close proximity to you, I don't like that stuff at all. Nah, that's bad behavior. You got to stay home. Adam says plastic surgery is for boomers. Man, I live in Asia and it's real prevalent over here. Really, really prevalent. China, Korea, they're all about it. By the way, shout out to Japan, because I was in Tokyo last year. I didn't see any obvious plastic surgery at all. I feel like the Japanese women are just au naturel in a way that the rest of East Asia are not. Crisis set change to St. Jonito? Yeah, I changed the set from last year. We're doing season 2, we're calling it. All right, I hate that James won't read that comment. Which one? I love how James has all this worthless knowing actors knowledge. He's like a light version of ChatGPT. I'm a useless ChatGPT. John says, chat, me so horny, I can't stop. My neighbor has found my goon sock. It's a crusty sock. How'd you let your neighbor find that? If you let someone else touch your goon sock, that's bad luck. That's very unlucky. You're going to have cursed goon sessions. Looks good, says Saint. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, it's Queen Anya, the AI girlfriend, who actually hands-on did the arts and crafting. But yeah, we sat down, we thought about how we wanted to redo the set here without spending a lot of money, obviously. And I hope it gives you more of a late night kind of talk show vibe anyway, without losing the, I don't know, what's the word, ghetto, handcrafted appeal. Shitface says, my girlfriend likes to wear my sock to goon. She likes to wear my goon sock as a hat? Incognito says he was hiding in the neighbor's closet. Oh. Tidix says, I like how the one sign fell. It gives more depth. Yeah. I kind of like that too, the now taking calls sign. By the way, fun fact, all these signs are backwards in real life because my camera is on my phone and it mirrors everything. All right, let's get back to Nick Slick Mick Dick Rick here on the call with us. Sir. You've been very vulnerable with us tonight, and I appreciate that. Goonatron says, Zed? Yeah, man, come have a goon with us. Let's
I appreciate
go.
it, man. Appreciate it.
Goon around and find out.
Yeah, you've been real vulnerable with us. You said at the top of the call you felt a little bit anxious about speaking in public. So it's like you've got balls, man, because you've really bared your soul to the internet tonight. Don't worry though, there's only 3 real people here. The rest are my Indian bots.
Right. You know, and I appreciate that. Like, kind of one thing I learned like early on, through my, many trips through rehab and jail and, like going to AA meetings and, in and out of institutions and stuff was, like if I would say something, I used to like not talk at like AA meetings and stuff like that. But then I think it was, I can't remember the specific time, but I do remember this one time I talked at a meeting and I said something like, I really don't remember what I said, but then I had like 3 or 4 people come up to me after this meeting and they're like, man, like I really appreciated what you said. So it just made me realize like you never know what thing that sounds insignificant to you might say that really might, make someone think or, it really might mean something to somebody. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like you got into flow state. You're just letting it flow, so you weren't even aware of what you articulated there, and you connected with people. That sounds great, man. No, I got to say, you're
Right.
you're a good speaker. You organize your thoughts well. Patrick says you look like the type of person whose only physical contact with a woman was a shove, meaning no. I like that.
God dang.
I like that comment. I'm incel maxing. He's right. Skankunt says, I isolated myself for a good 9 years. It's definitely hard relearning how to deal with people. Whoa. Were you like a guru who went off to the mountains to be in a cave or something? A hermit? Are you an actual hermit? That's very interesting. I'm finally a master again. Became a wizard. Okay. Teresa says, I know it's like the 10,000th time. We get elves on the Respectatron. Well, okay. Since none of you guys seem to appreciate Yennefer, this is Yennefer on here. The channel is called Narga Aoki Cosplay. They got 15K subs if you want to go give them some love. Narga, Narga, Aoki, Aoki Cosplay. That's that channel. So you want elves, but you didn't give me a specific elf. Let's try to think. Who's an attractive elf? Do we just go straight to Orlando Bloom? Oh yeah, that's Yennefer. Yeah, is that Yennefer? Yeah, it's Yennefer. I was waiting for somebody to weigh in on that. Is it not good? I thought it was
James,
good. Legolas?
James, do you remember a couple months ago when we had like in the chat, there was a whole argument over like if we could get Pixar moms on the Goomatron?
Yes, I do.
That was me. But
No way, really?
I swear to God, yeah.
You've been around.
I've been watching you for a minute, man.
Okay. Yes, I remember that. It's a tricky one with the cartoon stuff for the Goonatron. It can be very divisive in the chat. Yeah, I remember that conversation now. That's hilarious. Pixar moms, Pixar MILFs. Mike says, if you want your
We still never
ear...
got them, by the way.
Oh, okay. You still want them.
But
if you want your ear talked off, talk to truck drivers at a truck stop. They won't stop. You can walk away and they'll still be talking to themselves because they're isolated. Yeah, Buddy in the chat says he had no personal contact for 9 years. You were a monk? Isolated myself for a good 9 years. Skank Hunt. Yeah, tell us more about that. Skank Hunt says, I went through some serious health issues and got into drugs and had fake people around me. It made me avoid everyone and indulge myself. I became a pretty bad person myself until I had to change. That's a deep story. Did you feel like you just couldn't trust your judgments, so you couldn't trust your ability to gatekeep who you let into your life? So you're just like, gates closed, fuck it. Like, everyone I've been letting into my life is wrong for me. This is too toxic, so I'm closing the door. You became an isolated nation. Stone Slice, I love a woman who may never love me the way I love them. Unrequited love, it's real. Any thought, my friends? I know what's right, but I don't want to believe it. Yeah, it's tough. Sounds like you're infatuated with that person as well. I think the first step in your case, if you love someone in a way that's not coming back and you know it's not going to work, is to admit that you're suffering from a drug addiction. And it's a serious drug addiction called infatuation. When you're around them, when they're on your phone, when you see them, you feel some kind of way. Chemicals are kicking in. So like any drug, you need to detox from that stuff and get away from it. Go cold turkey. Don't see that person. Delete all contact with them. Block them everywhere. Avoid them in real life. And eventually it will get better. That's my actual practical solution to that. And good for you for realizing they're never going to love you back. It's a one-way street, that infatuation, and as is often the case. Ryan says, be prepared for unexpected reaction if you tell an elf to stick it behind your ear. Is that fighting words in elf culture? Adam says, anyone else dream of digging a hole in the woods to create an underground mansion? This guy's been playing Terraria. Teresa, tell him how to do it. She's got 8,000 hours. WAP says, James is past out drunk, a new uncharted level of drunk, like splitting headache drunk. You fall, pass out. It sounds like a literal splitting headache, James. If you fall on your head, it could be. Incognito says, prepare for unforeseen consequences, Mr. Freeman. Skank Hunt, you go through heavy self-reflection when you're about to die. Whoa. And I felt totally understood. I felt I totally understood people and didn't like it. I basically shut myself off. Damn. Okay, you've been to the edge of the cliff there. Well, glad you're still with us. Voltage says, what do you do with the sour sugar at the bottom of the pack of candy? Snort it? You can throw that away. You don't have to finish it. Mick B says, get them dang tree climbers off of here. Elves are tree climbers. Let's hear some elf slurs. Solo says, fam, gang, tribe, and or cult. Did we just go to the next dimension of reality, in other words? I think we did, Tita. All right, back to Nick McSlickdick. Nick, you've been a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
You've been a pleasure and a delight. Let me hear your thoughts on gaming, by the way, since you're here, just to change topics quickly. What are you playing these days? What are you into?
Man, so really, for a long time, I've been, I was on the GTA Online, right?
Okay.
Like, that was my whole thing. Okay, but here's the thing. So I have a very strong feeling towards this.
Okay.
So I don't know how big you are into like GTA Online or if you like really mess with it a lot, but back in the gap, right? Back in the day, when they had it on like the Xbox 360 and like PS3, like this is my opinion, man, those were the days. Cause like you could just like, run by, like do a drive-by on someone with your AP pistol and like, they're gonna try to do the same thing back. Like anymore, man, like I kind of got back on it. And with this new generation or whatever, man, like you try to do that, like someone's just gonna come at you with like a flying motorcycle and like, man, like it's over with,
Right.
I don't know. So
the game's
I guess
evolved.
you could say it's evolved, and like you could also say, in the game's defense, like maybe I just need to get better at the content, and I understand that, but it kind of saddened me because it's just not the game I remember it being.
Okay.
But,
yeah. Okay.
Man, like I guess I'm not like really too into them as much as I used to be. I don't know. It's kind of weird because there was a long time when I was like really into the gaming and stuff, but I haven't been too much lately.
Okay. GTA Online, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's all right. I mean,
I'm like downplaying how much like I really was like that was like my second world. Like that was like my home, like GTA Online. Like I had an atrocious amount of hours logged on it. It was like something like 150 days, like when I look back over it, and that was over the course of like 2 years maybe.
I mean, to a lot of us in here, that's light work. So nobody's going to judge. Okay. For me, just I'm more into single player stuff, like solo stuff. Like for me, I would put that many hours into Cyberpunk. Just exploring the city, trying to do all the side quests. No, I get it. I just I'm not that into online games. Also because of where I live, it's hard for me to find an online community. I'm on Asian servers, and the shit talk's not as fun as if I could do it in English. Well, I do sometimes do it in English. Yeah. It doesn't always land, but you get what I mean. I think you just put my X on the Gunatron, James. What the F? This is your X? Okay, the channel's name is Val the Fant Escapist.
James, by the way, real quick, I kind of had a question for the chat, if you don't mind me asking.
Go ahead.
So I was gonna kind of get the chat's idea on something, and like maybe your idea on it too. So what do you know about upper deckers?
Oh yeah, upper deckers.
You know a little something?
Mm-hmm. She just looks like her, says great out gathered. Yeah. Upper deckers. Should I define it for the chat? I think everyone knows.
Good.
Okay.
I mean, if you feel new, but I feel like this chat should know.
They know, but all right. Just for the sake of the maybe one person wandering by here who doesn't, it's when you take a dump in the top of the toilet. where the water
In the
goes.
top of the toilet. Yes,
top of the
exactly. Okay,
Mhm.
so
The upper
here's
deck.
my question.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if I'm in the wrong about this. So this is a few years back, right? Like, you know, I was in my late teens. I was probably like 16 or something.
This will be good.
I pull up to a Sonic, right?
Yeah.
I pull up to a Sonic.
Okay,
And
burgers,
I
yeah.
have to go to the bathroom, dude. I gotta go, man. Like I'm prairie dogging at this point.
Okay.
So I go in there, right?
Prairie
And like, you know, most Sonics, it's like that single little restroom. Like it's on the outside of the building. Like you have to get a key for it a lot of times. But anyways, I go in there, and it's not like a regular toilet that you'd see at like a, you know, like a commercial place. It's like a regular. It's like a household toilet, and it has the upper tank part on it. So I take an upper decker in that toilet. You know, I felt like I had to, you know, like I had to because it's, and the thing is, like, I feel like it was their fault. You know what I mean? If they didn't want an upper decker taken in their toilet, they shouldn't have had that kind of toilet.
Okay. Okay, relatable.
That's my question. So I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm wondering if I'm really in the wrong there.
As I've gotten older, I've stopped doing things like this because I think like it's gonna be a pain in the ass for people working there. And I used to work shitty jobs like that. We all probably have. So I became more empathetic. But when I was younger, yeah, I probably would have done that too.
Right.
Another thing I used to do, which I'm not encouraging, but if you ever go to like a Wendy's or one of these fast food places that has plastic pepper and salt shakers on the tables in there, if you want to eat in,
right.
Something you can do if you want to be an absolute dickhead to the people working there is you take a coin and you lay it on the table on its edge, right? So it's like, so it's on its edge. So it's like you know, it's if you slap your hand down on it, it's going to hurt your hand type of thing. And then you take the salt shaker, the bottom's plastic on these salt shakers, and you smash it down on the coin, and then you just leave it there. What'll happen is that the next person who comes along is going to pick up that salt shaker, and you can imagine the salt's going to go fucking flying everywhere because you've just taken the bottom out of the salt shaker. And I used to do that and then sit at another table and just watch because I was...
Just watch your masterpiece.
Yeah, because I was a jerk. It's such a simple and easy thing. I used to do it with pennies. You just put a penny and smash it. And I don't know why I thought to do that or why I was such an asshole. Oh yeah, I just remembered another memory unlocked. I was driving around in a Toyota Tercel. It was like an '88 Toyota Tercel. And those old cars, they would have these big fat rubber bumpers on them that you don't get on cars anymore. So Spectrum Activities, maybe. So with those fat rubber bumpers, you could actually hit stuff and not damage your vehicle, which, you know, these days your whole car will crumple, right, if you hit anything.
Right.
But so I could hit things, and, you know, I used to. And I would go to this is such an asshole thing to do. But, you know, like McDonald's parking lots, they'll have the trash bins will be up on these islands, right? So it'll be an island in the parking lot.
Yeah.
It'll be raised just above, like the trash can will be just above the island, and it lined it up perfectly with my bumper. So, you know, I could take a run and go in my car, and I would hit these trash
Smash the
cans.
hell out of it.
Well, if they go flying, I'd launch them. And we'd have little tournaments in the parking lot at night to see how far we could launch the trash cans. And the plastic trash bins, which obviously is going to be a big mess for someone to clean up. So we were assholes. But this is the type.
You know, honestly, I feel that. Like, my take on that, really, and like, you know, I was kind of like joking about how I feel about the upper decker thing because honestly, how I look back on it now is that, like, yeah, of course, that was a dick move to do, and like, you know, I would be mad as hell if I was working that job. And I actually have worked at Sonic before, which is the funny thing. Like years after that, I worked at Sonic. But I would be mad as hell if someone did that.
Oh, that's a fight.
I feel like absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, but in your younger years, you know, like doing stuff like that, it's like you can look back and be like, oh, that was a dick move, but it's like it's an experience, and like, you know, you can kind of chalk it up to just being young, and like, you know, you gotta have fun. You gotta do some crazy stuff as a youngster. I mean, you just kind of have to.
Spectrum Activities says incognito. Yeah, just stupid teenager. Like you don't think ahead of like somebody's gonna have to clean this up. You just want to do it to see if you can do it. You're kind of playing real life like GTA at that age a little bit. You're like, I wonder if I can get away with this. I wonder what'll happen if I do that. Yeah, but yeah,
Right.
definitely bad behavior. Ryan says, "Oh, we're all damaged children." I love elves, says Teresa. She loves it. I'm in a '96 Tercel stick right now. I miss those old. Yeah, I miss the stick. I don't see any sticks anymore. The '96 Tercel, Toyota Tercels last forever. I bet you'll drive that thing another 10 years. Those things are built to last. Those are good cars. Good, just simple city cars. Best clown frown. I put folded ketchup packets with a small hole under the toilet seats in the female washroom. So when anyone sat down, ketchup would spray the back of their legs. What the fuck? That's devious.
That's old but gold.
Yeah. Is that an old one? I never heard that one. Mike says, James,
I've heard that one.
you have? Okay. Have you taken any consideration on getting saddles for the rats for the therapy chicken to ride? Wow, I never thought about that. Therapy chicken's here, by the way. Good old TC. I think she's a little too heavy for the rats and would end up dragging face. What do you think? You want to ride some rats? You into it? I think we're back.
Quality, sure.
I've summoned a lady. You fixed the internet. Your presence fixed the internet. All right, we got Nick Slickdick on the line with us. Nick Slickdick McDick, we'll let you go for now. We've had a nice talk. I'd like to talk to you again sometime. And yeah.
Yes, sir.
Get into
Absolutely,
some more things.
James, I really appreciate it, man.
Thank you for sharing. No, you've been great.
Yeah, thank you, James.
All right, you have a great night. We'll let you go for now. Queen Anya complaining nobody loves her. Who's not praising James's hair, says Ryan. You like my new wig? I got a new wig collection for season 2. What a name, says Jennifer. Yeah, Nick Slick McDick. That was it. Solo says, hi, thank you for paying the internet, Anya. Yeah, she fixed it. Qual is necessary, frustrating. Okay, I think we're back. Guys, I'm real sorry tonight about the state of the internet. This is the worst it's been for a while, although I have been gone for a while. But yes, shout out to our last caller for sharing. I really like that. And we do have a couple more people sliding into the call-in queue. Oh, damn. Smug Druggler Burb with an update. Grand jury cleared me. Okay. All right. Hopefully this guy calls in again and refreshes everyone. This is somebody who called in who was accused of something heinous. Smug Druggler Burb. This is the guy who was going around trying to do detective work and bust cops for murders they committed in his state, allegedly committed in his state many years ago. He's basically investigating cold case files, and he got arrested. The police came to his house and arrested him. All right. Smug Druggler Burb, if you can hear me, if you happen to be in the live chat, I'd love to hear an update from you. All right, let me head back to the call-in queue while the internet's still working. We do have one more person in the call-in queue I'd like to talk to. It's Magnum. Magnum, I see you. I'm there. Yes, you are. Permission to goon, sir, says All Saints Day. Permission granted, soldier. All right, Magnum, are you there? I can just about hear you. I heard something.
I'm here. If you hear me.
You're here. Are you on a Bluetooth device?
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna get out of the.
User says gooning engaged. Gooning fully engaged.
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Now you're good.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, man.
What?
Magnum, we haven't spoken for a while. I'm good. I mean, we're having a lot of internet problems. Oh, Maggot Meat Utters is back. Tuck it in if you run. It's for aerodynamics. It's good advice. Google account. One interesting concept. Cold cases being victims of police. Yeah. I'll let that guy do the explaining. Hopefully he calls back sometime. But we're worried about this. This guy's a young guy. He's going around to cops and like knocking on their door and being kind of like, I know what you did. What happened on this or that date? Trying to like get people to confess. We're like, bro, you're gonna get shot. Like one of these guys is gonna open fire on you. He's going to their houses, and these are retired cops. So eventually the cops got tired of him poking around, and they raided his home and arrested him for seemingly no reason. And he just texted me and said he beat it in court. I want to hear the whole story, but I hope this guy's safe. Like, yeah, they're coming for him.
I'm interested in it too, actually.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy, and he'll talk your ear off. He'll tell you all about his theories and why he thinks the cops killed these people. He was investigating a bunch of people in custody, just died in police custody mysteriously, and it was swept under the rug. And he wants justice. MAGA meat udders, or may get cummed on if he goes to the wrong door. It's true. Knock on the wrong door and you might catch a nut. Did he get raided? Lol, shit. Yeah, he videoed it. He shared it in the Discord server before. He had his phone running, and his family had their phone running. They came to his family's home. The cops did, and they're very aggressive. They came in, guns drawn on his family, and took them down. Luckily, didn't shoot their dog or something. But his whole family are like, "Why are you here? Let's see your warrant. What the hell is this?" Yeah, it was all documented. It was crazy. Okay, we got Magnum on the line with us. Magnum, refresh our memory. Age, sex, location, my brother.
Yeah, okay, so I'm the skater. I was in Lodi a couple months ago when I talked to you last. And NorCal. Now I'm back in Southern California where I was born and raised, and things are going way better, dude. I love it here. I missed it. I'm still doing DoorDash. I'm a DoorDasher. But fuck, man, all the people out here are like in much better positions. We jam out every Saturday night. Like, it's a way better position. Everyone I hang out with has a really good job out here. They're all like 15 years older than me. I'm 36, so they're all like 50.
Oh wow, that's who you're jamming with.
They're good. They're good at, they have their lives set very well, so they're good people to be around, for sure.
Okay. By the way, guys, as we start to wrap the stream up a little bit, because, I'm glad the West Coast is still with us. I hope the East Coast is sleeping. But please do me a favor and double tap your screen. The likes help us to reach more people. You guys know how the algorithm works. Do us a free solid, would yous? Are you on Coke-ass Autotron? Not right now. You? I guess I look like I'm dressed for Coke, though. I'm dressed for Coke, for sure. Slick McDick says, Solo Tita, those are back my younger days. Teresa says, shitface, I'm going to have to do a wash later. Shitface Koala says, I saw a dude smack into the side of the paddy wagon, get paralyzed. The cops didn't believe him, treat him like crap. He later sued, but still can't walk. Wow, that's quite the harrowing tale. All right, I think we're caught up with the chat here. Adam says, does the Midwest mean nothing to you? Love the Midwest. That's God's country. Ryan says, anyone ever wonder why there are so many hotels when the parking lot's empty majority of the time? I have wondered that, actually, yeah. Seems there's always a lot of vacancies. I don't know. We need to
Good question. Good question.
Now, you're door dashing. Are you still door dashing?
I am. I'm looking for a full-time job to be like a real, like a career-ish job at this point. But, I mean, DoorDash is cool, but it's not substantial, especially in SoCal. Like where I'm living, especially, it's like, yeah, it's definitely barely keeping me going. A good thing I have good friends, but besides that, if I didn't, I probably couldn't survive out here.
Okay. If not for good friends.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're helping you out. You guys all living together? You're doing something a little bit communal? Autotron says, DoorDash, if you're not making $6,000 a month on DoorDash, then you're doing something wrong. $6,000 a month? Is that...
That's bullshit. But I was making like 3,500, and that's working a lot.
Okay.
But 6,000, you're crazy if you're doing that. You're working 24 hours a day, and you must be in the best place ever.
This is the Darkest Tale is the name of the channel for another elf transition. There you go, Teresa. She wants to see elves on the screen here. I'm making $6,000 a month with Instacart. No bullshit, says Autotron. Instacart. I'm not familiar with that one. Is that another DoorDash type service?
It is. I haven't tried it either, though. I guess I should try it probably.
Reese Huntley says they're an A&W in China. To be honest, I've never come across one, but they have a lot of Burger Kings. Autotron.
Lodi had an A&W.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really eat there, but everyone said it was the best place ever.
Huh. Teeth Paste says, James, what's your opinion on Creedence Clearwater Revival? CCR? Yeah, I like their music. I mean, they're not in my regular playlist, but yeah, I like a song when it comes on. Mega Meat Eater says, they showering together as a community to keep it tight. It's a good way to save money and save water. I hope you're doing that.
Oh, man. I get lucky with that. See, all these dudes have wives, have full lives, have real careers with, like, their bosses at their jobs. So, like, I get the tail end of all of that. So it's pretty cool.
Kendall's saying, is he live right now? No, this is a recording, but I knew you'd ask this question. GOG says, what age do our balls start to sag? I don't know. I'm pretty old, and I don't feel like my balls are saggier than they used to be.
Well, yeah, I don't know if my balls are saggier, but they've always had a sag.
Right. They're supposed to sag to a degree. I don't know. Maybe it's very gradual, and we just don't notice. Like when you're getting fat, and one day someone's like, you got fat, and you're like, no, I didn't, because it's like, it's just a slow burn, right?
I just went through that where someone was just like, dude, he's like, I said something, and then he's like, why would you say that? It was to the degree that I was smaller than him. And he's like, why would you say that you're smaller than me? And I'm like, because I am. And he's like, no, you're not. And then we like kind of weighed ourselves, and I was like a pound heavier than him. And then he was like, oh, shit, I am totally fat right now. That was like a few months ago, but still. It was a wake-up call.
GOG says it's a slow sag. Yeah. Slow sag. Maybe my balls just aren't that big that they'd sag. Because, yeah, Clown says, hold on, let me read it. What's your name again? Best Clown Frown. Best Clown Frown says, I think it depends on the size of your balls. Mine hang pretty low. I could see that. If you have really heavy balls, maybe I just don't have really heavy balls. James, what's your opinion on Resident Evil? Great series. I'm looking forward to Resident Evil Requiem, RE9. Apparently, they're going to return with, you're going to play as a new character, of course, a new Ashcroft. Grace is going to be your main protagonist, and that's going to be more survival horror. But now we know, since the Game of the Year Awards, they had that reveal that Leon Kennedy will be a playable character in Resident Evil 9. And you can do some action and some stomping zombies with him. So I'm going to grab that game and play it. I think it'll be great. I just bought Resident Evil 7, says Skank Hunt. I haven't played every game in the series, but I'm a fan of the series, and I really like Leon as a character, and Chris Redfield and Claire and the classic characters. My favorite is Resident Evil 2. I like the story in that one. How about you?
How do you feel about Hollow Knight or Silksong, the second one? Have you played this?
I've played Hollow Knight. I've not finished it, so I'm not going to buy Silksong until I finish Hollow Knight. And I like it.
I just beat Silksong 100%.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. Yeah, this is freaking amazing.
How many hours? How many hours to do that, approximately?
Probably like 200, and I think like 200.
200's a lot for that type of game, for sure.
I know, but I mean...
No hate.
It's cool.
Do your thing. I like those games. I like the design. I like the feeling of the world. It's simple. I grew up on 90s platformers, so Hollow Knight's right up my alley, and I generally enjoy games that look like that. Yeah.
The side scrollers are really... I love them.
If you guys want more of a casual side scroller that will remind you of the old Contra games, I would recommend an indie game called Hunt Down. Hunt Down. I think it was by a Czech dev, or it could be Polish, but anyways, a European developer. Hunt Down is a game where you pick a character. It's a simple shoot 'em up side scroller. The boss fights are clever, interesting. The weapon selection's good. It's fun, and it's not that hard. You can go deep in it. You won't end up putting like 1 million hours, but if you can grab it on sale for like $5 on GOG.com or Steam, I recommend it. Hunt Down, for those of you looking for a game like that.
I'm on that for sure, because I love Contra.
Oh, I think you'll like this game. Unlike Contra, you can't shoot up though, but you'll see they have some like different like slide mechanics, and it's a well-designed game. I quite like it. It plays pretty tight. GOG says, I don't know why I asked that, but I'm glad we're talking about something else now. Oh, okay. What was your question? Let me scroll up in the chat. Best clown frown. Bye, King. Good night, buddy. Teresa says, my sheets are soaked and I'm tired, but I'll be staying up for the elves. My God. Okay. She's had a tough goon. Adam says, we need Shiva from Resident Evil 5 back. Enough of this Leon business. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Leon all day. Okay, that's cool, though. Maga Meat Utters says it's located next to the old porn mags and Ozempic. Whoa, what are you talking about? For Real Thought says, I still haven't gotten into Battlefield, which sucks. I haven't played Battlefield 6 yet either, and I don't think I'm going to. But I would jump on, if they did a remake or remaster of the original Battlefield 1942, I like that time period more. I love that game.
Oh, yeah. That would be great. That would be great. I'm on it with that for sure, too.
Yeah, I love that game. I have a lot of fond memories. I was living in Korea when that game was out, and I used to play that in the PC cafes, played on the LAN with just random dudes who are in there chain smoking. And it was fun.
Cafes, they don't really have them much anymore, but those are fun.
No need. Everyone has high-speed internet now, I guess, at home. Did we do Hot Cops yet? I was gone for a bit. I've got her queued up. Actually. Let me open up that link. Yeah, Jammer sent me something in the DMs. He sent me a baddie police officer he wanted featured. Hold on. Let me open your link again. Scrolling. Let me find you. Jammer Gammer, there you are. Here she comes. Let me toss her up. I added her actually. Shit, where'd that video? I added her to a playlist. There it is. Okay. And let me full screen and loop. There you go. Replay. There it is. So this video is Afro Cape Verdean. 251,000 subs. It's female police officer is the name of the video. So is this in Cape Verde or like where is this cop? What police force is this? I wonder if she's an actual police officer. I'm curious. I like Battlefield's as teeth-paste. All right, there you go, Jammer. Arrest me, please, he says. Yeah.
I see you, Jam.
It's my alt account. What's your favorite one? I like Battlefield 1 says teeth-paste. 1942 for me. I'll see what you guys have to say. Battlefield 1? I know a lot of people enjoy that one. We've never talked about Battlefield in here, I don't think. Resident Evil is for you, but don't look like it for me, doesn't it? Says For Real Thought. Okay. Raven's here. What's up, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. It's just replacing Director's Cut Resident Evil. It's free along with Resident Evil 2 and Nemesis on the PlayStation Plus catalog. Resident Evil 2. Yeah. Resident Evil 2 is a fun one. Best Clown Frown says, wherever she is, I hope she can arrest me using excessive force. Step on me, mommy. I hear you. All right, we gotta wrap up this. We gotta wrap this stream up, though. Step on me, mommy. Wow! Wow! That was close to home.
You said step on you.
Yeah, it's hypothetically. AI girlfriend just almost crushed my nuts. Jill Valentine is hot. Jill Valentine. AI girlfriend did some Claire Redfield to my Leon Kennedy at a game convention a couple of years ago. That was fun. She takes orders while else is best clown.
I'm gonna get out the phone.
All right.
I'm making too much noise over here. All right, I'll talk to you soon.
You go to sleep. All right. Have a good one, Magnum. Take care, buddy.
All right, everyone. Love you, chat. Peace.
All right, we got one last caller tonight. Looks like we got Wait, hold on. Where'd he go? Time Traveler. Let's see if he's there. Time Traveler, you there? Oh, he was there. He dipped out. All right, I think we're going to wrap up for the night then. Wow, it's been a long one. It's been two separate streams. Apologize, earlier our stream died. But we came back, and thank you guys for hanging out. Reese says, glad I found you live. All the best. Reese, you're out there in Kanakistan, buddy. Whereabouts you from? Where boots are you, bud? Thank you for the support. Yeah, I'm here. I'm Time Traveler. You have to unmute me, idiot. Bro, I literally dragged you into on air, and you didn't say anything, and now you're gone. And now I'll drag you back. You're on the air. Time Traveler, speak. You're not. I haven't muted you.
You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Idiot.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
It's okay. What are you up to tonight?
I'm not doing anything, man.
How you feeling? You got out of
What are you doing tonight?
gooning hard. About to wrap up a live stream. We've been on for a few hours.
I'm about. You're about to wrap up the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How you feeling? You got through a big surgery not too long ago, I remember.
Yeah, that was nothing. It was heartburn. I had bronchitis.
Right. Okay, so they got you on some meds. You're okay now?
And the snot dried up when I got over the bronchitis.
Okay.
And my esophagus opened. And I thought it was a heart attack, but it wasn't.
Okay. That's good news. So what are you up to now? You back to work, or how are you spending your days?
No, I'm actually moving.
Oh, okay. All right. Upgrade?
Kind of a downgrade, honestly.
Okay. All right, so we're
But,
moving house. You're moving with...
Yeah, I'm at my. I'm currently, right now. I have another address I've already moved into or started moving into.
Okay.
But I was a secondary caregiver for my father.
Okay.
And he passed away. So now I have to just kind of go about my own.
Mega Meat Eater says, forecheck, backcheck, paycheck, to quote the great Shorzy. DB is asking who's on the Goonatron. You can search female police officer Cherie Coco is the video if you're looking for
Hey,
it.
who cut their hair, bro?
Who, me?
Yeah, I want that haircut.
Okay. Just ask for the lesbian. They'll know what you mean. They'll hook you up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Give me the dike. You want my haircut? Give me the dike. Yeah, exactly. I'm in Asia, so I just kind of got the default NPC Asian haircut, and it worked out for me. But yeah, thanks. Mike says they're now taking...
Oh, wait. Did they massage you on your neck and head and shit?
Yes, they did. That's a real thing.
They did that to me in Malaysia, bro.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And it was like $3.
Yes, it's very true. Oh, you've been to Malaysia. That's interesting. Were you there for work?
Yeah.
Huh.
No, I had married a woman that was from Malaysia that came here to study and shit.
Did we talk about that before? That's interesting. I don't remember this story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to go visit her family out of respect, you know.
Right.
And when I was there, and oh my God, they have the best food in the world.
It's good.
Or they would if they had bacon.
Because they're a Muslim country. Right.
So they don't have bacon.
Right. Malay food's pretty good. Malay beef slaps. They have some good dishes. They got some good curries and stuff. I still prefer Thai because it's spice. I like the spiciness, but yeah, okay. Now,
No, I prefer. I had Thai curry and Malay curry, and Malay curry is superior. It's just greasier and it's just fatty.
Okay. That's a bold opinion. You're going to start a war between those countries with that kind of talk. No,
Yeah.
I like that though. Yeah. Okay. Malay food's good. So you're not married to her anymore. What happened? Did she love you long time? Asked the chat. Not long enough.
I was only married like 6 years, man.
That's a while. You put in the shift.
You know, we grew apart, and when my dad got sick, I started drinking, and then then she left. And then, you know, I kept doing a bunch of, I kept trying, you know, going to welding school and getting welding jobs and whatnot. But then my dad got dementia, and he had heart failure, and he had COPD. And he could literally not get up out of his bed on his own.
Okay.
Or sit on the toilet on his own, or wipe his ass on his own.
So you had to really be a caregiver full time with him. All right, being a good son.
Well, yeah, but I was only there, like my brother was really the full-time caregiver. I was there to, give him a couple days of break. That's really it.
Mm-hmm. Rainfall says, what is this, a gossip channel? Yeah. I've never heard someone describe it that way. You got spill the tea. Hot goss, 24 hours a day. If your dick could touch your ass, I'd bet half of you would fuck yourselves, says Mega Meat Utters. Yeah? Yeah?
No, I don't fuck myself.
Yeah, I'd think about it. Teresa says, I'd let an elf use magical shackles and chain me to my bed and do whatever they please, and that's like 1% of my fantasies. All right, let me write that down. Raven says it's a live call-in show. True. Goon gossip. We're a bunch of gossipy gooners in here. Absolutely. Gossipy gooners. Just gossing away.
Yeah, man. We're all in here furiously masturbating and gossiping about
exactly.
shit.
Yeah, no, I think we scared him away now. It's fine. Time Traveler, we love you, bro. Discord VC Legend, says Mike. Are you on the...
All right.
I remember you from the VC days in our Discord server. That's right. Because you're often up late at night, aren't you?
Yeah, lately, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How's your dad doing now, by the way?
Why would you ask that? He's dead, bro.
Okay. So I didn't know. I was just because you said you're his caregiver.
No. He died late September 2024.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you were a caregiver for that time. He's passed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my mom is in the same house, and she's going the same way, but doesn't have dementia.
Okay.
She got heart failure and COPD.
Damn. Okay.
So I'm like bouncing. I'm trying to get my own place because I don't want to be homeless.
Sure.
And take care of my parents at the same time, but one of them was already dead.
Okay. All right. So sorry to hear that. Yeah, I was wondering if you're still taking care of them. That's why I asked. Teresa says, I stand up and see like 40% of my bed gray and wet while the rest is still white. My goodness, you're a squirter, Teresa. You want a plumber to come take a look at that? Maga Meat says, that's a shooked oyster, eh, Teresa? Shooked oyster. Mike says, we're sorry to hear that, Time Traveler. Love you, bro. Love from the chat.
No, I love you too, man.
It's all love in here. It's love amongst gooners, that's right. Okay, so you're moving.
We will goon together.
We will. It's like family, Brian. Family. Gooning a quarter mile at a time. Okay. Well, it's nice to touch base with you again. Is there anything you'd like to say to the chat? Any updates you have? You said you're moving.
Yeah,
That's one update.
I heard or I read reports that people in Iran are saying like fucking tanks are sitting outside of their suburbs, everything. And when I heard that, I woke up the next day and I went to go fill my truck with gas. Fucking shit was 10 cents more expensive.
Okay, so Iran needs to keep it down. You need to settle down. They're raising our gas price.
They need to behave, bro.
Right.
They're out of control.
Right.
They're like a gooner.
Get it together, Iran. Costing us money.
At a dumpster.
That's right. Okay. All right. Good point. If anyone in the chat is from Iran, you've been told. All right. That's good. Gas almost $6 again, says Jammer Gammer. My goodness. Mike says at Antarctica's not real. Yeah, bro is usually in Discord VC on one, but he's actually so chill. That's right. Can I call in, says Messenger? We're about to wrap up. My apologies to Rudy Steele. I see you, buddy. I see you. We're about to wrap up for the night. We'll be back tomorrow. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Rudy's trying to call right now. But I'm already on the line with someone.
Rudy. I love you, Rudy. I'm going to make sure you get on here tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
I'm going to call him. Hey,
Okay.
What time do you start your stream?
We've been experimenting with 9 p.m. Eastern start times. Tonight I tried something different. I did 10 p.m. Eastern. So I'm having a look at numbers and seeing when we can get a bigger audience. Obviously, get some more conversation in here. But I'll probably go back to 9 p.m. tomorrow night and the next few nights to see how it goes.
Go to like 7 p.m. so not everyone's all fucked up and drunk and shit.
7 p.m. Would for me be like I'd have to be up at like 4:30 in the morning to do that. So I don't really want to do that. But yeah.
Why?
I just think that would be dumb. Yeah, I finished work pretty late, so I'd be sleep deprived permanently if I was to do that. So I don't think that'll be happening.
What do you do for work, bro?
I'm an actor. Lately, I work in dramatic series or in ads. I'm also a video producer, so I have a company that creates mostly marketing stuff these days. E-Gaming says, give a donation. Dragon says, have you ever had herpes, James? I had it, but it got better. Well, you'll always have it, right? Are you taking acyclovir? Yeah, you can take suppression. Yeah, I haven't seen any face hurt.
You remind me of the whitest kids you know guy.
Trevor Noah.
What was his name? Yeah.
Or sorry, fuck, I'm stupid.
You
Trevor
remind
Moore.
me of him.
Trevor
and
Moore.
He fell off his balcony and broke his head and died.
He did. Rest in peace. He was very funny. Yeah, I've been called the talentless Trevor Moore a few times in the stream. Raven says, James,
Really?
don't lie. There's no shame in being a stunt cock in the adult film industry. It's true. Mike says, James makes a living acting in quotes only because he's so damn pretty. That's right. Maga Meat says, what comes around is all around. Who else here is severely addicted to Elf? I think it's just you. Yeah, whitest kids you know. Very funny indeed. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Gone too soon. That guy died when he was like 30, like something crazy young.
I wonder what elf meat tastes like.
Elf meat. Okay, well, if you ever catch one. And on that note, let's wrap up for the night, guys. I got to head out. I got to eat and do things. But yeah, nice catching up with you, time traveler. Thank you for that. You've been a pleasure.
Yeah, you've been great too, sir.
All right, we'll cast you back into the sea, and I hope to talk to you again soon. All right.
All right, you have a great evening, sir.
You too. All right, that was a time traveler on the call. We had Rudy calling in just now. Howdy, howdy, he says. I'll quickly touch base with Rudy. We'll tease it for the next show. Rudy, are you there? Rudy Steele.
I did.
Hey,
How's it
buddy.
going, man?
Hey, I'm just wrapping up. I have to head out right now, unfortunately. But I just wanted to say hi, and I see you. And we'll be back here. I'm back here most nights. I don't have a lot of work booked right now, so I'll be back here tomorrow night, the next night, the next night. So if you want to call in again, we can. I'd like to interview you and get to know you. Is that okay?
Yeah, all right, partner. Sounds good. I'll call you tomorrow.
Sounds
Have
great.
a good one, man.
Yeah, you have a good one too. You have a great sleep. All right, that was Rudy Steele. Just want to touch base with him. Make sure he knows I see him and we can connect. And his mic sounded good too. All right, guys, we're out of here for real. Thank you very much for joining me for another edition of James C. Live. To end the show? What does it mean? What's up, DJ? Nice to see you again. Caller was seen. You are seen and you are heard. Spam those hearts. Yeah, guys, thank you. Yeah, please like the stream if you're just passing through here. It helps. And if you're new here tonight, please subscribe so you can get notified when we're live again. We'll be back here tomorrow around 9 p.m. Eastern. Be there. Hopefully he felt seen. We can only hope. Wait, we have questions for Teresa, says Tita. Yeah, go ahead. James has to go blow a dude, says E-Gaming. Yeah, I gotta go pay the rent blowing dudes under the bridge. $20 is $20. Slick McDick. All right, James, much love, homie. Thank you, buddy. You have a great night. Good night, best clown. Teresa is gonna have to change her sheets. She soaked them to the elves on the Gunatron. Thanks, guys. Catch you tomorrow night. If I don't catch you tomorrow, catch you soon. We'll be back all week. All right, take care. Love you. Bye-bye.